to this day. To this day.
Rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Currently, let me turn the mics on. Mic check. Can y'all niggas say something so I know it?
This nigga Bush is screaming in niggas' ears.
Can y'all niggas say something? Shit.
What the hell is it? Yes, we hear you.
We've been talking the whole time, and then when we were talking, you interrupted us and was like, "Stop talking, niggas."
Okay, I'm sorry.
Man, can't you see your own volume levels? Like, what do you need us to say?
No, I was looking at some was off. I gotta fix that right now immediately. Okay, all right, it's fixed now. Yes.
Shut up, nigga.
Yes. Yes.
This nigga.
All right, this is Off the Top Live. Obviously, I'm Bushido Spirit. Here we have Philly.
Ding Dong Dickum, what's up?
Yeah, y'all favorite mans is back, man. Also, we got Marcel here.
Hello.
And of course, I saved the best for last. We have Keek here. Always on time.
What's up?
Punctual, man.
Hey.
Just always on time.
Keek
Just consistent.
He can't miss one podcast. That
Exactly,
nigga
man.
look back.
Consistent. Yeah. Y'all niggas know the schedule, but y'all niggas always. Some niggas try to look cool. They just come in late for no reason. No, they ain't doing shit, man.
And that's why women is, you know what I mean, they more educated than us, man, because they be showing up for class. We don't show up for class.
Sir, I show up for class. Good sir.
Black women is wildly more educated than black men. You know what the black men of this podcast is doing right now?
Who ain't
playing Mobile Legends, playing games and apps and Smash and shit.
I'm playing Bleach on my phone right now. You damn right.
This nigga, he playing right now. It's no niggas.
Oh, damn, man.
Damn, that's what we are now, man.
That's why we ain't got no upward mobility.
Exactly, man. That's why we downward, man.
Exactly. And then they want to be like, man, they're attacking the black men. Black women threatening. Shut up. What you doing? Playing Madden and shit.
Playing Madden, man.
Shut up.
At home. Playing the
playing
25th iteration. I was just going to say.
Ain't invested a goddamn penny in yourself talking about some man, they're attacking the black masculinity. Shut up, stupid.
Nigga paying $60 for an updated roster, man.
Shut up.
God damn.
Shit.
This nigga Marcel is a top tier Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm player and is reading at a 3rd grade level. What type of shit is this, man?
Hold on, wait a minute.
Not his reading. Damn. They slapped that on YouTube now?
If there's one nigga in here who cannot read, it is Bushido. Let's get that
100%
correct.
Look, y'all can have that, man. I know damn well I can read better than all y'all niggas combined.
Not even.
It's like it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy with y'all niggas. Y'all first said I couldn't read, and then I started struggling when I was reading live because I knew you niggas was waiting for me to fuck up. And then it continued.
You don't notice it so much anymore. you don't notice it much anymore because we do the watch together now, and he don't read as many articles. But back in the day, it was a struggle, bro. It was a struggle.
I believe it.
It was a struggle.
See, and then she, I mean, you just like cops, man. You know what I'm saying? She just jumped right into the culture and just started copying you niggas, man. Just like this is how bad cops get out there on the street, man. Just imitating other bad cops, man. Other bad podcasters, same shit.
But
y'all know how the cycle works.
You bring it on yourself, Bush.
There is record of you struggling to read, Bush.
Okay.
We have record.
We got the file.
Okay. I mean, you can have that shit. Anyway, this is the epicenter of pop culture. The #1 show. I'm lying. I wish it was the #1 show. Hey, I mean, it's a black show, man. We talk about a lot of shit that
get there.
We talk about a lot of shit that the mainstream white podcasts don't really talk about. Like, we're gonna talk about Aretha Franklin today, man. White people don't know who the fuck that is, man.
They don't know.
We saw Madonna. We saw Madonna. She did a whole speech about herself, man. You know. We didn't talk about Aretha, man. Come
Fucking
on.
narcissist.
White people be like, she's like a black Adele.
Exactly.
What?
Exactly. Exactly, man. The Black Adele.
I might have to hit somebody. They said that to me. I might have to hit somebody.
It's like, look, I don't hate you, but I gotta hit you off principle.
I got
hold
hit
still.
you off principle, bro.
You know, it's easier consumption, man. It's more palatable. You'll just make that nigga white, man. It's easy.
Make that nigga
You know,
It goes down
what's
the throat
crazy?
easy,
You know what's crazy? I tried to explain to an Asian person how it feels to be black. I was like, it was a female, all right? I was like, imagine there's a girl that works here, because she was my workmate. I was like, imagine there's a girl that works here, and she hates you, right? But she copies everything you do, down to the T. You do it months before, and she does it months later. And when you do it, nobody cares. In fact, they judge you for it. But when she does it, she gives it a different name, and they worship it. They feel like she invented that shit. Yep. I asked this bitch, I said, who invented twerking? She said, Miley Cyrus. I said, if you don't shut your ass up.
I would have had to be there.
I would have smacked the shit out of her.
I was YouTubing videos.
It's what white people do, bro. They take the thing that is cool, right? And they do it so much that, like, the kids start doing it, and now that shit is corny. That's what happens every single time. It's like, oh, look, the white kids go out, it's over now.
Yeah, they
I was
fuck
like,
it up, man.
I told her literally, I was like, black people represent we're still a minority in this country. And yet every modern dance that is popping right now, we created the name, we created the dab, we created the motherfucking the shoot. We did the shoot shit. That's all us. Like every single modern dance. What was that shit? The Millie Rock. All that shit is on.
Everything, all the music, man. All the music stems from shit.
I was like, bitch, it don't seem strange to you that every dance move is of black origin? Every modern dance move is of black origin. Not Hispanic. Hispanic people ain't out here coming up with no dances. It's all us.
Yeah, that shit black too. They stole the salsa, but that shit, we know where it came from, man.
But
that shit the majority of samba, fucking merengue. But y'all thought all of that shit has its basis in African music, in African drum music, all of it, the whole thing. The only thing that comes from the only thing that comes from Spain is that bullshit flamenco shit.
That's crazy.
But yeah,
tired of this.
We got Mo here, man. Mo snuck in. What up, Mo?
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm all gonna be here for too long considering time zones and stuff, but I felt like I should pop my head in and say what's up to
you ain't leaving.
He on UK nigga time. By the way, we are doing a one gotta go with members of the podcast, so you're ready for that.
Bush, did you put yourself in that shit?
No, you're not on it either, man.
You know how unfair that is, bro? Like it's like one's already gone, bro.
You ain't put me in there?
No.
Oh, come on, man.
You got too many fanboys.
No.
What the fuck? I got no fanboys.
Lies.
Who my fanboy? If I had fanboy, every time I start talking that real shit, nobody be on my side, bro. Where my fanboys be at then, man?
No, they still be big ride. They be in the cut waiting for you to say something they agree with.
They be ready to slurp you up.
Nah, man, shut up. Niggas fuck with me, dog, because they recognize the real, dog. That ain't, come on,
they
put me on that one gotta go, dog.
No, I can't do that.
Oh my god, he said
can't do that.
I thought you said you try to weaponize coonery. That nigga said. I was like,
fuck out of here,
successful, man. Anyway, before Mo get out of here,
podcast is
we gonna
fucking liberal hour and shit.
we gonna do the rundown right quick. But before we get into that, we do have a Patreon, so drop money on that. And I want to make stuff exclusive over there. Like I want to do a live stream over there. This was gonna be it, but I decided not to do that since we skipped Wednesday. But eventually,
doing the shit we talked about.
Eventually, that shit will go over there. What we talking about?
The shit we talked about behind the paywall.
Oh, you talking about that shit?
No, the podcast, man. The shit.
Put all of it podcast.
The special live stream.
Oh, the special.
You gonna make me say it out loud?
Yeah, I mean, nah, don't say it out loud. We good.
You don't know what the fuck I'm talking. The naked live stream, nigga.
The naked live stream.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Y'all been discussing naked live stream?
We finna be naked.
This is something that's been in the works for the better part of the last
about
6
10
years.
years, man. Yeah. I remember when I first said that, I was like, I'm gonna do it. And
Bush promised a nigga a naked live stream.
I was buzzing about it. Niggas was actually excited. They was like, man, you ain't naked. I'm like, what?
Yeah, butt naked live stream.
We finna be
It's
naked.
like, y'all
bro.
niggas
Yeah,
gay.
we finna be butt naked.
For real.
Butt naked live stream. Let us know if y'all want us to do a butt naked live stream. I don't think Keith gonna show up.
We gonna
Nah,
be on.
I ain't
Nah,
with it.
niggas gonna show up, man. They gonna show
I'm
up.
sure.
Gonna be like, where your
Wait,
cock
wait,
at,
wait.
nigga?
Hold on, we
the
getting
cops?
niggas to pay for this shit.
You ain't get no
We
free
getting
show.
Show the
I ain't-
big.
Getting niggas to pay for this shit.
I ain't swinging my shit in the camera, but I'll be naked. Yeah.
Y'all
Naked
can
live
just
stream.
have on boxers and film from the waist up and nobody would know.
Nah,
Can you imagine? But can you imagine you streaming shit? They be like, and there's a mirror behind you. They just see your ass.
I'm about to put a fishbone in my foreskin, man, for flavor, dog.
This
That's
nigga Bush is gay. Is gay.
Bush constantly talking about the fact he uncircumcised, bro.
It's
Too much.
It's gonna be a ring, dog. It's gonna be a ring with like a lollipop on it, like a ring pop. It's gonna be
Start
just
selling dick cheese.
just my dick shit.
Wow.
Yo,
I
bro,
done told
I'm disgusted.
Keek she need to start selling that bath water. You know what I mean?
You need to start
Yo,
selling
right?
your ball sweat.
Only dirty
I'm
niggas
telling you.
got dick cheese. Stop it.
Look,
Like,
we'll get a
stop.
spray. We'll get a spray bottle full of vinegar and water solution, and just spray it on some old panties, and we're gonna sell them as Keek draws. I'm down
That's
for it.
crazy.
I would not.
Yo, niggas
I would
actually,
not.
yo, people actually
Okay,
sell
look,
shit
Keith.
like that. A
Keek,
woman's
how no?
sex.
Why I know you actually don't got to do nothing. You ain't gotta do a damn thing. It's not like it's actually your drawers and you ain't been wearing them shits. We just
No,
gonna
we not.
spray them.
I don't agree with the vinegar scent. Can
We
we
not-
go with like some lilac or something?
We not gonna do
Ain't nobody-
that, man. We can't
The
put
freaky
our
niggas
only.
don't want to smell no lilac.
We
They
not-
want to smell fish.
Stop. We not gonna
They
put our
want
only
to
member,
smell-
only female
Here's
member
the
out
thing.
like that. No, we gotta
wanna
put.
You're
smell
sticking the head.
vinegar.
No, we not doing this, man. Let's
Gonna rub some tilapia in that shit.
One go.
But yeah, check out the Patreon, check out the Discord. All the links are in the description below. Check that out. Also, feel free to donate. We'll shout you out live right when your donation come in, and all that money goes to everybody in the podcast. You know, we divide it up.
You lying.
And
None of it reaches us.
Why you think I stopped showing up, man?
look,
I haven't received a single dollar. I've been with this nigga since the beginning. I haven't seen a quarter. I haven't seen a dime.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Which part
I
is a
think-
lie? That I never
We
got
need
paid?
back
for this
pay.
I think one of those months I felt generous.
Never.
I sent you
Back-
$20.
Never.
So.
Whoa.
Never. You lying. You know you lying.
Wait.
I've been
Yo,
pro bono
hold
in this
up.
bitch.
Hold up, nigga. I'm not dividing up like $50 a month, dog. I'm not doing that.
Bush over here recording. Bush don't want to do no fucking video shit because he got a whole top hat and a monocle and a fucking cigar in his mouth counting some shit.
Yo,
It's,
Nigga,
yo,
miser.
it
Yo,
take
this
it
nigga
take us
Bush
4 months to hit
record-
$100, dog.
This nigga Bush is fucking buying $45 fucking wine bottles and shit.
Bush is recording every podcast dressed like Farnsworth Bentley, dog.
This shit
No,
is
That's
nuts.
the fuck this nigga be spending his
Yo,
money
Nigga
on.
is Scrooge
You know
McDuck
my
jump into a
brain's-
pool of coins.
Niggas,
Bush
oh,
bathes in Cristal.
2019, bro. In 2019, the only thing I see is like the fucking when they see us, man, the fucking R. Kelly shit. Like Bush just over here, like I did what I had to do for the greater good. And all of us be interviewed separately. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yo,
man.
shout out to E Bunny with that $2 donation.
what-
He said Bush
that's what we need to
prostituting
do.
these niggas, man. Shout out to you, E
We
Bunny.
need
Yeah.
to do a
Documentary.
documentary about this shit, man.
You damn right.
That's all. That's
I'm
all I
just,
see.
I'm just trying to be baby, man. Yo,
Call it-
Bush
trying
is
to-
definitely
Modern-day
the villain,
slavery.
bro.
trying to be P Diddy, man.
Call it
Yo, Russell
Surviving
Simmons.
Bushido.
Survive.
man.
Oh shit. But yeah, let me do the rundown right quick, man. Now that we got all that stuff out, let's quick rundown. Obviously, we got to talk about Drake at the top of the show. I'm doing the best topics first, like double toasted shit. And it makes sense, Got the most people when it starts. So top of the show, we talking about Drake. Does Drake like teenage girls?
Yes.
Who don't?
Oh my god.
He like appropriating and he like little girls, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with liking teenage girls. Ain't nothing wrong with liking teenage girls.
What we talking about? Is he like having sex with these teenage girls or something? I don't know.
Ain't nothing wrong with having sex with certain teenage girls.
Wait, let's change that.
When you a teenager?
Hold on. So if I have sex with an 18 and a 19-year-old,
oh, you're right. You're right. We not talking.
Okay, all right. Well, y'all need to be clear. Y'all need to be clear then. It ain't underage.
There's a difference because they're adults. It's supposed to be an.
You're right. That's an error, man. Some niggas slow. Let me put kids there. It's not teenage kids.
This man, I think
Drake is 31. He don't got no right fucking no damn 19-year-old. Let's be honest.
Nigga, I'm gonna fuck 19. If a 19-year-old throw me that pussy, I'm gonna fuck that shit till I die. So I don't matter what age I am.
Well, see, man, I don't agree with niggas saying 19 out of the question. Like, we made the limit for a reason. You can't be like, you can't go a little bit over the limit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, come
18,
on.
why would you? No, 18 is fully legal. If you don't agree with that, then up the damn age.
I'm not saying I don't agree with that.
I can't fuck no bitch under 30 according to myself.
We're not talking about legal adults.
Could have any woman in the world he want. Why are you gonna have to? Why?
This is the rundown. Let's not get into it. We're gonna get to that shit later. All right. Also, we gotta talk about the shooting that happened today. So finally, some good guys with the gun saved the day, man. They prevented mass murder. We're gonna talk about that at what was it, White Settlement Church or some shit. So it's a shootout there.
That shit was nuts.
Gunman was chilling in the pew, and all of a sudden jumped up, asked one of the dudes, the ushers, a question. Nigga pulled out a big ass shotgun out of his black raincoat, and started blasting. Well, the guard came there.
Anybody?
Yeah, he killed one dude. We're gonna talk about it. He got one dude, so it's unfortunate for that nigga, but he was right by him, so yeah. Should have known something. He was nigga. It was hot. I bet it was hot as hell in that church. Sunny out.
Raincoat.
Nigga got on a whole black trench coat with a hoodie on. What the fuck? Nah, man. Nah. You see how this nigga dressed up like a Black Klan, like he had a Black Klan's outfit on.
That's
you'll
that
see.
Shit made me so mad. Them niggas be like, "Fuck the world. I hate the world. So let me immediately kill somebody who has nothing to do with it."
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Usher.
They want to go out in a blaze of glory, man.
That ain't no blaze of glory. Blaze of glory is like, I don't know, Iron Man. You know what I mean? That's blaze of glory. This is just corny.
Also, we got a This Week in Racism. So a white woman ran over a Mexican girl because she was Mexican. So we're gonna talk about that. Also, Don Imus died. We're gonna relive that moment.
Who?
Replay that video. Don Imus. So if you don't know about him, we gonna learn about him.
Nappy-headed hoes.
Yeah, God damn it! You spoiled it. I was gonna surprise him, man. I can't surprise him now. But
How is that a surprise? They should know about
it. He don't know, man.
Yo, hey. E-Bunny said, me, Keek, Mo, what's y'all PayPal so I can send it to y'all directly? Fuck Bush.
Oh,
shit. It's a real one.
That's a real one right there, y'all. Follow in line with E-Bunny, bro.
That's a real nigga.
E-Bunny, you send these niggas money, there will be no shows.
You a hating ass nigga.
We're gonna keep it on the low, dog.
Right. I mean, go ahead, it's your money, man. You can do what you want with it, E-Bunny. It's fine, man. I just want to let you know that
Bush is canceled.
I'm the main nigga. I'm Papa, man. Anyway,
nigga, we the talent. Fuck out of here.
Damn. Okay. It's like I ain't got nothing. I'm just a nigga that talk. I see. Okay.
This nigga Joe Jackson, Weezy Jackson 5.
Ain't nobody came to see you, Otis.
I was about to shed a tear for Otis when that nigga said that. That nigga was so right.
Man.
I was like, who the fuck is Otis? Nobody remember Otis.
Man, we need to.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that after.
Also, it was a Hanukkah stabbing, man. So some Hebrew Israelite, some epic rolled up in one of these churches and tried to stab Jewish people, man. So we gonna talk
They
about that shit.
stabbed them. How do you? Oh, okay. So it was at a Hebrew. What do you call a Hebrew church?
I don't even know.
Temple. It's temple.
Okay.
Is it temple?
Because I was like, what makes this a
temple.
Hanukkah thing? Like they stab him with a menorah or some shit?
Damn.
I don't. Man, I think it happened around Christmas or some shit. Like around not,
Hit him
not
over
Christmas,
the head with a
but
big
you know
ass
what the fuck I
dreidel.
mean. Holidays, I don't know. But yeah.
Okay.
What else we got? I mean, that's pretty. We gonna spend most of the time talking about Drake. Yeah. So I guess we can go right into what you watching. No, fuck that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that today. I don't want to do that.
Nigga, I'm the what you're watching king.
All right. Go ahead. Since you ain't been here, Mo, go ahead.
Wait. Did we talk about Star Wars yet?
No, you can talk about that now and what you've been watching. So go ahead. Let Mo go first to see.
That has to be
short
a
on time.
conversation.
I mean, you and Mo go at
let
it.
Marcel go first. Marcel go
No,
first.
Mo, go. Mo,
No. He gave you the belt, man. Go ahead with it.
Look. All I want to say is The Rise of Skywalker was an amazing film. It brought tears to my eyes. It brought tears. I cried 3 different times.
He said the same shit about
If
Captain
y'all want to see the
Marvel.
video, I got it. I did not say the same shit about Captain Marvel. I said it was an alright Marvel movie. The Rise of Skywalker was an amazing homage to the entire series of Star Wars. It was a love letter to the series. It was a great send-off.
This nigga said the
I
same
love
shit
the
about
movie.
Thor: Dark World, bro.
No, fuck, I
This
did
is
it.
all the bad
No,
movies.
I
He said
did
the
it.
same
Let me finish. God damn it. The Mandalorian is a great show. That season finale was spectacular. Almost as good as The Rise of Skywalker.
Wasn't it?
Almost as good as The Rise of Skywalker. But let's continue.
Nigga said the same shit about the first and second final Fantastic Four, bro.
No, the fuck.
the Silver Surfer.
I mean,
lying on me.
Okay. Just a heads up. I mean, time zones have been the big reason I haven't been on the podcast as of recent. There's been tons of times I've come. I wanted to come on here and talk about stuff. Yeah, great year for films, great year for TV. We'll talk about that another time, and I'm not gonna bore you to death with it. Mandalorian was dope. You know, what I mean, I messed with the Mandalorian. I watched a ton of indie movies, mainly The Lighthouse. The Lighthouse is excellent. And Parasite is my favorite movie of the year, man. Fuck, that movie is good.
Oh,
you know
we didn't even talk about that. Yo,
that movie
No,
is
wait.
amazing.
Is that a live action one of?
Yeah.
No, we're not
Korean
talking
anime.
about. We not. No, he talking about the anime. Though. You know, we ain't talking about that shit. We talking about
this shit is way better, dude.
Yeah, we talking about actual serious film. You know. Not the anime ain't
And,
serious, but you know.
Yeah. And I'm almost done. I was just gonna say, if you ever want to talk about any of those topics, or anyone wants to hear us talk about those topics, I'm down. Like that's me though. That's it.
Okay. And you do disagree with Marcel about Skywalker? You said that shit was trash.
Oh, that movie is fucking terrible, bro.
Oh,
that
that's because the hoe. It's not bad.
That movie is bad, bro.
The Phantom Menace is bad. Attack of the Clones is bad.
The Phantom Menace is better than this shit.
You're fucking stupid. Damn it! I hate when niggas say the fucking prequels are better than the fucking trilogy that just came out.
I never agreed with it to this. Arguably, those movies are better.
Marcel, aka Hikari Jr.
When's the last time you watched The Phantom Menace? That movie was fucking terrible.
Forever ago, but I watched this shit multiple times and did not like this at all.
Shout out to there's several donations that came in. Shout out to Stone's Horse.
I've been crying too.
Said I've been crying too. Shout out to E Bunny. That $2 donation as well. He said it was trash, Marcel, aka Uber Akari Jr. So yeah.
Damn.
I think he calling you a contrarian or something. I don't know what the fuck he's. I don't know how you relate to Uber Akari.
Niggas who say the original prequels are better than the new trilogy have no fucking understanding of Star Wars.
No, I mean I don't agree with that. I don't generally agree with that statement. Anymore.
Everything Star Wars was from the original trilogy.
And this shit just jacked it off the entire time. Just hold his dick out and just start rubbing it. Rubbing it all over itself.
I would rather jack it off and have a nut in my face than destroy what the prequels were.
Oh my god, bro. Low-key, I came out this movie and thought, damn, that lost the Lost Jedi movie that everybody was crying about for being too liberal or being like
too
really shitty or whatever. That movie shits on this by a lot.
The Last Jedi was fucking great.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of terrible subplots in that movie, but like the core
I
of
mean,
it,
no, but the
good stuff, good
Canto
stuff.
Bite was terrible. Like Canto Bite was the
Yeah,
like
even Poe's
did
shit was
not need
kind of
to exist.
trash, man.
Stop.
All right. So I'm done with this Star Wars shit, man. All right. That's what else? What else?
I mean, we can talk about the Parasite stuff if you want, but that's.
I mean,
just
they
up to you,
don't know about that. They're not gonna care about that.
I mean, then frame it as a recommendation and not a review. Everyone should go watch Parasite. Parasite is a Korean movie. I think it's by Bong Joon-ho. Is that the name of him?
Yeah,
Bong
yeah.
Joon-ho? Yeah. He's done some really, really fantastic movies. Check out his filmography. It's dope. I like it.
Snowpiercer, The
Host.
Yeah.
A
bunch
he
of other
did
shit that I can't
Okja as
remember.
well, right?
I don't know why you keep naming Okjo. That's like the. I haven't seen Okjo yet, so I can't even speak on it. But
I like
he
it.
did
It's a
do
good
that.
movie.
I liked that movie. It was good.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
I mean, so if you do like Okjo, then yeah. But that's not. Yeah, I probably should watch his other films aside from that one. But I know Mo has. I don't know about Keek. Well, Okjo was on Netflix, so that was easily accessible. So
It's true.
Is Snowpiercer on Netflix?
Yeah.
It was. I don't know if it's still is.
Hopefully.
Okay. Yeah, the one with Chris
Yeah, nah.
Evans. Yeah.
And I guess the last thing to say is The Mandalorian is fantastic, dude. There were like
It's
3 episodes
amazing.
in the middle that I wasn't crazy about, but that show is very, very good. It's a good show.
I was engaged with every episode, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I dug it.
All right, let's move on. We got Mo and Marcel. Start with Keek. Keek, where you at? What you been watching?
I binge watched You in like 2 days.
Ooh, I've heard good things.
I need to do that.
I just started that, and I'm gonna say right off the bat, that dude is way too hot to be that stalker type of person. Like,
what the fuck are you talking about?
and,
That's how they keep getting away with that, and that's how they get
What's
some.
it-
I mean, no, yeah, I guess you. I mean, I guess you're right with
What's
things
it- what's
like
that, the
Chris
Zac
Brown
Efron
and
shit?
shit like that. But I mean, is she just like a calming, basic girl? I don't know. I mean, she showed herself to be into him like in the beginning. So I was like, how you couldn't rap that? You got a stalker? Like, come on, nigga. I don't know. It was weird. I mean, I only watched one episode, so I can't talk about the overall show yet. So yeah.
Yeah, you gotta watch all of season 1 and season 2, and then you might have a change of heart. But there's a lot of like women that are fawning over Joe, and I'm just like, that nigga's a fucking psychopath. He would kill you, bitch. Like, what the fuck? But overall, it's a good show. I really like it. And the twist in the second season is fucking crazy. That shit was like, I did not see it coming, but it just made the show a lot better, in my opinion.
Okay. So anybody, is that the only show you've been watching, or is something else?
Yeah, pretty much.
Where are you at?
Okay. All right, Philly, it's
Me?
on you. Yeah.
All right. I've been watching Smut, and
Come on.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Hey, we skipped this nigga, man.
wait, yo,
Yo. Come on.
really?
No, man, go ahead.
I guess I reignited my love for you.
You kind of cut out. Say that again.
I said I reignited my love for JAVs.
Oh yeah. That's that fire.
Yeah, there's this one where it's like a Thanksgiving thing. They call it Thanksgiving.
They celebrate.
But is it like no? Well, I mean, I think it's just more of like they give thanks. It's not really the holiday, but it's where a bunch of Moody's. I don't know if y'all familiar with the studio Moody's.
Oh,
but they get a lot of
yeah.
They get like 20 actresses, and they get like 20 regular niggas, and they just fuck them for like 6 hours. For like 6 hours, like they got a bunch of games and stuff, and it was like, and I sat through the whole thing. And it was
you did not watch no goddamn 6 hours of porn.
Nigga, ask me a question about it. Ask me a question.
Give me a pop quiz.
You gotta go to the doctor, nigga.
I can show you the link. At a certain point, I wasn't beating off to it. That's what you need to understand.
That nigga was just casually watching it like a TV show. I mean, you probably can do that. Yo, you probably, with them JVs, you probably can. Them shits be like stupid long.
That shit's stupid long. They got there was character building. They did like a bunch of behind the scenes shit, and it was kind of hard, but to tell the difference between a lot of them, and that's on everything I love. But I had my favorites. And I took their names down and stuff like that. And
This nigga's long.
yeah,
And that's just a regular runtime for one of them JV 6 hours.
that's like
It's typical.
6 hours is not even like.
You gotta
I mean,
skim
I seen some compilations that's been like 8, 16. Like I don't know, they gotta be selling these shits in like if you bought a physical copy, there's gotta be like 8. There gotta be like 8 Blu-rays or something, bro. Like there's no way.
I'm trying to download one of them shit. That shit was like 10 gig. I was like, hell no, I'm not. That shit out of here.
The difficult part
Why
is
do
like
niggas need 10 gigabytes of porn? Like, what the fuck?
and the difficult part is like
it was just the quality and the length of the shit. That's all. I mean, and you skim the shit anyway. You don't watch all of that shit. Oh, unless you feel it.
Yeah. You gotta try to like pick up where you left off, which is kind of a pain, like because the shit is 8 hours, and I mean it ain't no checkpoints. You just gotta know where you at, and it has subtitles, which I was though. If y'all need the link, just yeah. If y'all need the link, just join the Discord, and I got y'all. That's it. That's all I'm watching.
Nigga computer about to blow the fuck up. Anyway, man, I'm talking about what I've been watching.
I watch this shit on my phone. That's why my shit don't make phone calls no more. I don't know what I did in this bitch, bro. I don't watch so much. I can only text niggas, bro. That's crazy. I don't know if I used up my data and my phone just like, you know what I mean? But yeah, I can text niggas.
You know it's serious, nigga. Get the phone bug, man. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna start with me.
Nigga tried to hack my shit from Oakland the other day. A nigga from Oakland tried to log into my email. I said, "What?" I was chilling at work. And
you get a random nigga call. Hey, is this Willie Smith? This the barbershop? Like what, nigga?
No, some shit. Some nigga. And look, I was chilling on my phone and shit. It said, "Is this you from Oakland, California?" I said, "No." I said, "No" to Google. No. So I don't know how they got my info, bro, but niggas out here gunning for me, dog.
Because you guys out here watching 7 hours of JV.
It's like nigga ain't gonna never be on time for no interview or nothing, man. You get more fucking spam calls than calls from actual people and shit.
That whole time you watching that JV, they was hacking your ass.
The trick is I do it while my girl's sleeping. That way I got the full uninterrupted 7 to 8 hours.
Nigga, that's your whole sleep time. What the fuck? Yo, dog.
I'm the only one watching Smut out here. Come on, y'all do this shit every podcast. That made me think I'm the only nigga watching Smut. Yo, fuck out of here. Yo, I watch 7 hours.
Give you an intervention.
Listen, I watch. Maybe so. I'm not like Stone. I admit I have a problem. But my thing is this: if I'm watching one 7-hour Smut video a week, and y'all niggas is watching like 30 in a week, shorter ones,
that's true,
it balances out. Yeah. I know myself be beating this dick daily.
Boy, I do my Twitter videos, boy. That's where the real shit is.
He's freaky.
Yeah. Those are burst videos. Those are burst videos, 2 minutes each. You just watch 15 seconds here, scroll 15 seconds there.
There you go, man.
Just add up, man. Anyway, let's get off of that. Let's get back on to.
I'll never forget. Speaking of 15 seconds, y'all remember Vine? I remember I was watching Vine. I used to be. I mean, I did a show. I guarantee it's a story.
Wrap this
bro.
shit up, okay.
All right, I was watching. I used to be on Vine, and Vine had like a corner of the app that was like 18 plus. Like it was freaky shit. Niggas was fucking bitches and. Bitches was sucking dick, and then I remember I just kept following the suggested ones. They were like, if you like this, you might like this. If you like that, you might. And I found this fat booty John twerking in the shower, and I was like, damn, that's a fat ass. And then I scrolled down to the next video, and it's the same one, and a dick just flopped out from between the legs. I said, yo! I say, yo!
Man, you was already there, man. You might as well.
Billy was out here watching niggas twerk.
I know.
I was like, damn. It was a chocolate thing too. I was like, damn. I hit the jackpot. And then I saw that dick flop out. I was like, yo.
Hey.
That's it. That's it, man.
That's one little extra to play with. What you mean?
Out there scamming niggas, bro. That was a whole dick.
But yeah, what I've been watching.
I don't know how I didn't see the balls. Like,
God damn, this nigga
how
still
could I not
cool.
have seen the balls in these videos?
All right, nigga. All right, Philly. All right, nigga. All right, man. It's fine, man. I mean, I guess you already mentioned you. I've been watching that. I dropped that video on Boku no Hero that people didn't like. They were criticizing me over it. I'm not a fan of Boku no Hero like I used to be, man. I'm kind of falling off of shonen in general. It's becoming boring. It's monotonous. You know, the same. It's the same shit every shonen, man. It's like, and what made me mad about that last two episodes was one. What's the dude that turned hard? The red dude, Kirishima.
Yeah,
whatever.
That's
Kirishima. Yeah,
Kirishima.
That boy, Red Riot.
Yeah, Red Riot. I was like that shit look cool as fuck. But he had like a backstory in one of the episodes, and in the backstory, Mina was his motivation. You know, the pink acid girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was kind of bothered by that. I was like, how is she like she barely in the fucking show. She barely has any lines, but yet you wrote her in as the motivation for this nigga? Like, it just didn't make any sense to me,
She
man.
got big titties, man.
It didn't make no fucking sense, dog. So I didn't fuck with that. And it was a backstory in the midst of him fighting an opponent, but he didn't do nothing cool to beat the opponent, and they gave us this long-ass backstory.
Yeah, the fuck he did. He got super hard. What are you talking about?
he got hard a couple weeks ago. Pause.
He got harder.
And then my boy Fats, he had to save him, man. I mean, they kind of, it was teamwork type of thing.
But Fats
nigga
really, that nigga would have beat him, bro. He put the barrier up. He would beat that nigga.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's true, but usually when you show a flashback of a nigga, I'm expecting that nigga to do something cool to go plus ultra.
Fake out, man. It's great.
Man, no, man. Now when every episode, every nigga get a
Philly still beat
backstory.
yo dick with yo laptop on yo belly.
You should be used to that, nigga. We gotta have some character development. Like, we gotta actually care about this nigga.
I mean, nah, you don't have you. That's a terrible time to do it, man. And I don't like how people are looking at Deku as the person that's everybody fuck with him now. Everybody trust him. I don't fuck with that. I like the underdog story. But yeah,
Bruh, that nigga been the underdog for 3 seasons. Like, it's time for this nigga to be trusted.
that nigga's too trusted. Like Awazawa on his dick. Like why? I don't fuck with that.
That nigga. All right, we'll talk about it. All right.
And what else I was going? Oh, and then I got mad at Rocklock, the black character in the show that people seem to like. But yeah, this nigga has a Jamaican gesture fit on. The black kid, his name is Rocklock, like Pop Lock, and I didn't fuck with. I was like, okay, that shit don't make no sense. And he got like little locks on his ear and shit. And,
yeah, Rocklock.
Yeah, Rocklock. Like, why is his name
That
Rocklock?
cool,
Why does it rhyme?
I thought it was an homage to Rock Lee. Like,
Ain't no fucking homage to that nigga wearing a gesture outfit, dog. That shit missing. That shit just missing bells and whistles.
He's chilling, man. Let him do his thing, man. He's chilling.
And then he got owned. A pro hero got owned by Toga. Is my favorite character, by the way. She is fire. She put in work. Yeah, she put in work, man. She done hack some shit. She OP in the show, man. But yeah, she owned that nigga, man. I was like, okay. But that's that. People got mad. People got upset. But it's cool. I did see that Teddy Pendergrass documentary. Did I mention that already? But I did see that. And apparently that nigga was in the car with a trans woman and he crashed into a ditch and was paralyzed forever. So yeah, that's how his story. I did not know he was paralyzed. Teddy Pendergrass.
Who is Teddy
These
Pendergrass?
niggas and their proclivities, they trying to hide.
If you don't know by now, TKO, some shit. I forgot some other songs. So I can't remember all this is. But he the love guy, man. You know the love making music nigga, grown folks music type of nigga, man. Teddy Pendergrass.
Got that deep voice.
Yeah, he got that deep ass voice and shit. Yeah. But yeah, that was a good documentary though. I didn't know. I never knew that. Nobody ever mentioned to me that nigga was in a wheelchair. Like, he got taken out the game early, man. And the last thing I watched was Knives Out. that was a solid movie. I fuck with that. Got everybody in it. Lakeith Stanfield, who is playing the straight guy in that movie, while everybody else is being somewhat quirky and shit. So that was new.
I like that movie.
You saw Knives Out?
Yeah, it covers similar themes to Parasite. I just think Parasite does it in a more interesting way. But Knives Out has a lot of style. It's done by Ryan Johnson, the dude that did The Lost Jedi.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay. So he didn't just crash and burn and die after Star Wars. Okay, I fuck with it.
No, what happened was he had a bunch of fans. He was given a trilogy to do on his own, and like we don't think it's canceled so far because they haven't confirmed anything. But that nigga's out here eating, and then over here on Disney's end, they're making a terrible Star Wars movie off Disney.
All right.
Stop
I fuck
hating.
with it.
Stop hating, nigga.
I fuck with it. But yeah, let's move right into the topics here. Let's talk about Drake, guys. Is everybody excited? Is everybody still here?
Yeah.
I don't hear any voices. What is? Oh, this nigga Philly left again. God damn it! What the fuck? So why?
Beating me.
I mean, yeah. It sounded like that's what he was gonna do, man. The way he was talking about them JV.
He was way too excited.
Shit. But let's move right into Drake, man. Now I did release a poll, that I wanted y'all to vote on. Let me release it again. Let me drop that poll again. Actually. Now, is Drake a pedophile? Is the poll, and I really want to see y'all answers on that. I really want to get y'all opinion on that, because I did read that article that One Above All posted, that latest article. I think it was from Vice, and the article basically talked about all the altercations, all the interactions he's had with minors. And they were trying to make a case that isn't it weird? Isn't it strange? Now, they didn't provide any legit serious evidence, but it was a lot of, isn't this weird? Isn't this strange? Why is this grown ass man with these girls and texting them? Now, if you're not familiar with Drake and him texting these minors, here's a video of Millie Bobby Brown, which is the blackest fucking name. This got Bobby Brown in her name. Anyway, here's a video of her talking about her relationship with Drake. And I don't even think the interviewers asked her about it. It was just some shit that she started to talk about. Let me post a link here. That's to watch together. I'm gonna give y'all time to get in there. Everybody get to watch together link.
Yeah, I got it.
Hold on. Yeah, I got it.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and play the video here.
Love him. I met him in Australia, and he's honestly so fantastic and a great friend and a great role model. We just texted each other the other day, and he was like, "I miss you so much." I was like, "I miss you more." He's coming to Atlanta, so I'm definitely gonna go and see him. I'm so excited. Yeah.
You and Drake. That's awesome. That's awesome.
What advice does he give you? Like, what does he say?
About boys. Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love him.
What's his advice with boys?
That stays in the text messages.
This is like princess vibes.
Thank you.
Right now.
Thank you so much.
She's exposing.
And they kind of called window. They were like, "What is a grown ass man texting you?" Like they were asking those probing questions, and she was kind of easing out of it.
She's smart enough not to say shit.
that did look somewhat suspicious, but let's let the video continue here.
For your show.
I'm so privileged and honored to be able to represent such a fantastic show, and
She
win or
like
lose,
14,
we're a family,
15?
and it's an honor to just be here and
Yes,
be
she's
surrounded
really
by
young.
such amazing people.
What about this season? You're going to high school.
Yes.
Is that going to be so different from
Are we going to high school?
high school?
No, I'm not, because it's the summer, so no school.
Summer
which is
before.
Summer before.
Even cooler.
Maybe. I don't know, but it's a very, very exciting. I love the show. The scripts are so good, and it's awesome. Really
But
good.
when Finn came in for that kiss,
I think that's it. Okay, let's play. Let's cue up another video here. This nigga One Above All just he don't fuck with Drake. He just providing evidence here.
I do not.
So,
Yeah, keep doing that. Fuck
so this is
Drake.
Drake kissing and hugging an underage girl. He says, "Okay." At a concert.
Tia, where you from? Y'all make some noise for Tia from Denver, y'all. You look very nice tonight, by the way. I like her.
And I don't know why rappers still do this. Like, didn't Akon get caught doing some shit like this?
No.
Somebody,
Akon was in the 18-year-old, a 21 plus club, and like a 16-year-old got in there. So if it's a 21 plus club, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming everybody in there 21 plus.
I mean, he was grinding on her, and then he apologized in a fucking song and publicly, and
that's not that nigga fault, man. It's 21 up. It's a 21 and up club, right?
Yeah, you had to assume she was at least 21 if she was in the club.
Yeah. But here's a video of this underage girl Drake kissed on and hugged.
Stand right there. Give me like 2 seconds. I'm gonna get ready for you because I gotta be ready for you.
Did he know how?
Nah, that's probably a spur of the moment thing.
He asked her.
What'd you say? Did
he asked her how old she was.
He did? Oh, damn.
Yeah, later in the video.
Oh, later? Okay.
Yeah. Like after he does all this bullshit. And then he says something even weirder. Oh, so it's alright.
Look at all this. Well, I guess that brings to a close our fun.
Wait, hold on.
Y'all gonna have me getting carried away again. I get in trouble for shit like this. How old are you?
Oh, no.
Oh, why did he do that?
I don't know why he did that.
He was good.
Why he did her? Oh, okay.
He drowned himself.
All right, this is some. That was some good evidence right there. All right. So I looked deeper into the article, right, and I got some more women that he's accused of getting with or trying to be with. So let me go ahead and pull up that picture here. I made a picture, an image of all the women Drake is accused of, underage women Drake is accused of being with or talking to. And here is that picture. All right. Tell me when y'all see that on the screen.
We on the stream or we on the watch together?
Well, this is gonna be in the stream, so you in this. It's a picture,
okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
All right. So here's all the women that were in that article. All right. The first one is Bella Harris.
That nigga said, "I've been waiting." What the hell?
Yeah. I think that's just fake, but
that might be.
So
it might be fake. I just put it up there anyway. It was an image circling around the internet, so it could be fake. People were passing that shit around like it was legit.
That nigga tripping. Wait, are all these girls under 18?
Yeah, all of these.
They were at some point.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. So the first one is Bella Harris.
All these beautiful pictures, but then use fucking the fucked up one for Arya Stark. She's actually pretty.
I mean, I used the Game of Thrones picture, man. Chill, man. Chill.
Why? God damn it. That's
it's the highest quality. It's the highest quality, man. But yeah. So now the whole Millie Bobby Brown thing. Later she came out. After the backlash, everybody was like, why is he texting you about boys? He's old as fuck. And she, of course, came out and defended herself and Drake. She was like, why you got to make a loving friendship a headline? That's what she said on an Instagram post or a Twitter post.
One above all said it was real and he deleted the comment.
Okay.
That said it wasn't
I don't know about that.
I don't know. I don't.
It wasn't real.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Also, he's what's the next picture? Hold on.
Georgia Smith.
Hold up. Oh, you talking about the next girl? Okay. That's the one. Okay. Let me finish talking about the other one. So the other one, Bella Harris. I think there was a story about him meeting her at a restaurant, or was that the other one? I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, she's the restaurant girl. That's Jimmy Jam's daughter, apparently.
Yeah, and they supposedly met backstage when she was 16 at one of Drake's concerts. So that's when they first met. He said he's
grooming.
All right. And what'd you say the second one's name was, Keek?
Georgia Smith.
All right. What did they say about her?
Is she fine?
Trying to see. Oh, they talked about how in the song "Jaded" from his Scorpion album, he had a bar in that song "Jaded" about her, and it read like this: "We could have waited. I wasn't rushing. Difference in ages. You're old enough, but you're still a baby." So they said that line was about Smith.
That nigga's tripping.
All right, so the next,
weirdo.
so the next one is Arya Stark, and it's not much here. He just gave a shout out at the Grammys. I think here it is, Billboard Music Awards. Sorry.
The winner is Drake for Scorpion.
What the fuck? What language is this in?
Album, and I finally did it, so now I'll never do it again. And yeah, thank you to the billboards, and I need a glass of champagne and
Can y'all show the clip? Is it at the end? Yeah.
And hey, shout out to Arya Stark for putting in that work last week. Hey.
So yeah, obviously he a fan of the show, but everybody made a big fuss about that too. It's like,
but I didn't see.
It was weird.
What the fuck? You paused it. I ain't seen nothing.
It'll show, man. It'll show. It'll get there. It's basically him giving a shout out to Arya Stark, the character in Game of Thrones, for killing the Night King. I think that was around that time. Spoiler alert, nigga. It was around that time. So yeah, people were like Keek was saying, it was weird. Like, why would he do that? It's, making a big fuss about it. Let's talk about the next image here. So the next image is Millie Bobby Brown. We already talked about her. The one on the bottom, the first one on the bottom is Billie Eilish. So she talked about, she said something similar to what Millie Bobby Brown said, and she said that they were texting each other. So let me see if I can get her exact quote here.
Who's that girl in the upper left-hand corner?
She was like, Drake is like the nicest dude I ever spoken to. I mean, I've only text him, but he's so nice. Like, he does not need to be nice. You know what I mean? He's at a level of his life where he doesn't need to be nice, but he is, you know? And that was a quote from an interview she did. And in that quote,
Bro,
she mentioned,
she's a young girl. Like, of course she's gonna think getting attention from an older guy who's like super famous is, it's okay. Like,
man, why
she's not gonna say anything wrong with it. What are you talking about?
That's not what she was saying, man. She was not calling her a hoe,
That's
man.
not.
She was not calling her a hoe.
I'm saying, like, young girls, a young girl. The fuck are you talking about?
You ain't say hoe?
No.
I thought you was hating. I'm apologizing.
She didn't say hoe, man. Stop it.
I thought you said, oh, she a younger hoe. I was like, damn.
No, you get your ears checked. They'll get you a fucking ear candle or some shit.
I mean, of course, the last picture up there is Kylie Jenner. Around the time that Drake and Tyga had beef, to get at Tyga, Drake invited Kylie Jenner to his house, and he had posted up
Tyga and Drake was beefing?
Yeah, at one point in time they were beefing. And this was like at the time where everybody was attacking Tyga for dating Kylie when she was 17. I mean, of course, they obviously announced that they were in a relationship when she turned 18, but they were saying that he was redshirting her, and they probably already had
that
sex
that
and
that
stuff
that,
like
that
that.
nigga made a song. He said, oh, it's called Stimulated. He was like, she a little girl, but she's stimulated. I'm a big dog and something like that.
Oh, okay.
Then
No.
that nigga dropped a song. Saying
Oh no. Well, Drake and them two were beefing. Kylie went to Drake's house, and he posted up a picture on his Instagram with her at his crib. And he dropped a song 6 p.m. in New York where he said, "It's so childish calling my name on the world stage. You need to act your age and not your girl's age." So that was a big line. But yeah, that's pretty much the things that the article touched on, and of course this fake image right here. We don't know if it's real or fake, but that's pretty much all the stuff that the article touched on. All right. So with all that being said, cancel or support Drake?
I mean, off principle alone that he's texting that girl from Stranger Things, bro. She like 15. You gotta cancel that nigga, man.
Cancel.
Oh dang, I'll just cancel. All right. Keek too, cancel just right off the bat.
Look, look, he should not be in no girl phone. Nigga like 32, she 15. Regardless if she famous, famous does not stop the age limit. God damn it, it don't.
Facts. Like these niggas just think just because they got money and fame that they could really just do whatever they want. And
here's my thing about this whole situation, right? Because we don't really know for sure. I mean, there's a couple of things that look iffy. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie and say that some of this shit is suspicious. All right, I'm not gonna say all of that. But with these movie stars, these like Millie Bobby Brown and Billie Eilish. I mean, I saw Billie Eilish. She I think it was Variety, where they interview her each year of her success.
Yeah.
Anybody know about that series of interviews?
Yeah.
And
I've seen her doing the review.
In that video, she talked about how there was a bunch of people that text her, right? And one of the people she mentioned was Tyler the Creator, and she mentioned I think Leo. So if we gonna throw Drake under the bus, you got to throw the rest of these niggas under the bus too.
Leo notoriously likes young girls too, so that's not even. And Tyler's gay as hell.
Trying to fuck. If those Trippie Red fuck Danielle Bergoli.
Yeah, she mentioned Trippie Red too. Yeah, she mentioned Trippie Red, Billie Eilish.
Look, all these niggas out here
say all them niggas is
underage females, right? Trippie Red fuck Danielle Bergoli. NBA young boy fuck Danielle Bergoli. She's under 18. I mean, look, if these niggas doing it, we ain't catch them. We caught this nigga Drake though.
But that's the thing. We didn't. That's the thing. We didn't catch Drake, man. This is all speculation.
He's texting a 15-year-old girl.
It'd have been weirder if like she was just a regular 15-year-old girl, right? Because that's like what do the two have in common? But she's a star. Like she's popular. She's in a hit TV show, Stranger Things, and they're both like celebrities. So they would have things to talk about.
I think that's why he targets them, because he's like, well, we're in the industry, so it's okay. Like, we can talk to them.
I'm just networking connections.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, we all know that Drake is a fan of TV shows and shit. So I mean, he shouted out Arya Stark at the Billboard Awards. So
But she was like 20 something when that came out.
Talking about Arya Stark. What's her actress name? I don't know.
Maisie Williams.
Okay, yeah, that's it, Maisie. Yeah. But like, look, I don't even want to call him a pedophile just yet. I think we need to wait for some other shit to come out. And we didn't actually see that. I thought people were saying that we saw the text, but they just talked about the text. They just talked about the text existing.
So Stone, look, I'm not Stone, fucking Bush. So you'll be texting a 15-year-old girl, nigga?
I'm a regular nigga. I'm not texting a celebrity 15-year-old. Like, I mean,
you're telling me celebrities have a pass, regardless.
No,
of
I'm not saying they have a pass. I'm just saying that there would be shit that they have in common There's some common ground there that you wouldn't see with a
Okay,
regular
so
ass.
you be okay with a grown man texting your daughter or your niece, or your little cousin?
I mean, if it's Drake.
Like,
That's wild.
nah.
Why texting got to be sexual? When did that become a thing, man? It's like sometimes you text your grandma.
We're not saying it is. We're not saying it is.
What?
Regardless if
it's like, what are you gonna talk
that
about?
That nigga is 30
with a 13-year-old girl.
But you know what they gonna talk about? They were both child actors, child stars. They both in the industry. I mean, that's lots of. They both got tons of fucking money.
You could talk to me. My parents is like the fuck. Yeah, 30 years old. You got a whole child and shit with a porn star, nigga. Why you talking to me?
Facts.
That's another thing. Don't Drake like thick girls, big girls, mostly minority women. These are all like little white girls, man. I don't know. We seen them with Serena. We seen him with the Italian chick that he had a baby by.
Maybe that's his kink, man. I don't know that nigga.
And we see Drake trying to make this reach. He's trying to pander to women, right? A lot of his songs, he the nigga that sang. He the sensitive, soft
this
nigga.
This nigga been pandering to women.
Exactly, and he got the Nice for What video with a bunch of women in it. So I mean, I don't know.
Look, Bush. This nigga Drake, man, just need to stay in his age range. 21 up. Anything under 21, just stay away from it, because it's not gonna do nothing good for your career. Niggas just gonna call you weird.
Look, that's true, but look, until we see like some Joe Biden shit with that nigga sniffing their hair and shit, man.
He was sniffing that 17-year-old girl's hair in the video.
Look, he didn't even know how old she was, though.
He didn't know.
He asked her afterwards, and then he was like, "Oh, you try to get me in trouble? Why are you so thick, though?" And then he said something like, "Your breasts feel good against my chest." Y'all didn't hear that?
He said that afterwards? Okay.
I can't, after he knew that she was 17. So he's fucking weird.
Okay, look, he's a weirdo. Okay, all right. I'll give you that, but I can't fully cancel this man because I'm not gonna just go off of a couple hit piece articles. It's saying, even in the article didn't even have any evidence. It was like, maybe man, this is weird. Guys, isn't this weird? And then they were basically speculating. They didn't really have nothing extra. I thought it was gonna be like some blockbuster shit where there was actual text log, transcripts of text messaging and shit like that, but nah.
I think he's smart enough not to let that type of shit get out, to be honest. So
I mean, we got what 2 or 3 confirmed cases of him texting underage girls.
But these aren't regular underage girls. I keep telling y'all that these are celebrities. Man.
What does that mean?
That nigga could be starstruck. He's like,
it doesn't negate the fact that they're still teenage girls.
The law does not change for famous niggas.
Facts.
So the law is that you can't text a 15-year-old?
No. What I'm saying is, if he's doing things with like these 15-year-old girls, right? The law does not stop like this fucking 31-year-old nigga doing things with these underage girls. But if he's not doing nothing, it's weird on his behalf. It's gonna create negative like press toward his career. Like, oh, Drake text another underage girl and shit.
I mean, it's already done that shit.
And he hasn't even addressed it. He hasn't said anything about it. Like, it's always these girls that are coming out. Yeah, I'm texting Drake, and he hasn't said anything. That's weird.
Well, I mean, maybe he don't think nothing about it.
I would have been mad as shit that 15-year-old girl went on damn wherever the fuck she was talking about. Oh, yeah, I was texting Drake.
The most damning bit of evidence, I would say, is the whole texting her about boys and shit. Like, I mean, you could text.
And then she said that stays in the text messages. Like, bitch, what's
that?
Grooming.
Grooming.
I'm not gonna throw my nigga Drake under the bus, man. Like, I can't completely.
He ain't your nigga. He ain't paying your bills.
Man, stop saying that, man. I mean, Drake is Drake, man.
Drake is not your nigga.
He not. I don't own
Drake. Don't give a fuck about you.
No celebrity gives a fuck about us. You can say that about everybody, man, pretty much.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So why cape for them niggas?
I'm not caping. I'm just
never meet your
saying.
heroes, man.
I'm not completely canceling this man. I think we cancel too much sometimes, man. We gotta take a step back, take a deep breath, and be like,
This is not the case.
maybe he.
Take a step back.
Look, man,
Don't believe you're lying on. Don't believe.
Let me check that poll. Matter of fact, let me see how many people are on y'all side here.
Oh, these niggas disagreeing with us. These niggas disagreeing with us like motherfuckers.
Yeah, they dick riders.
All right, let me post the link again. The link to the poll.
Wait, where's the poll at?
There you go, right there in the chat. go ahead and vote on that poll. I want to see where everybody's head is at.
Hell yeah, I want to vote on that motherfucking poll. What the hell?
Smart Mouth 7, I think it's weird on principle, and do think Drake is strange. However, no evidence, and I do think him texting some of these people does have a link in some way. So look, I mean, I'm not gonna deny that texting a 14-year-old about boys is somewhat suspicious, but I mean, maybe it's like a brother, sister, father, daughter. Like, I don't know. I don't fucking know.
He don't even text his own 2-year-old.
He texts that
He
nigga
don't talk to that nigga on the phone.
I mean, again, that's my point. That little nigga ain't Billie Eilish or Millie Bobby Brown, man.
He got time to text Millie Bobby Brown, but not go see his
He ain't got no hit TV shows or no hit records, man. Come on.
Who?
His child. Adonis.
Look. Right now, Bush, 12 niggas voted. 3 niggas said no. 3 niggas said maybe.
All right, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Go to the straw poll here. Okay. Let's see. See how many niggas on my side. That's the wrong one. Okay, there you go. All right, 3 votes. So I mean, it's pretty even. Yes.
Pretty even, man.
Yeah. 3 for yes, 3 for no.
It's a smooth maybe.
It's probably the same niggas voting for the same things, yo.
Nah, I only voted 1.
People hating. Okay, so a lot of y'all agree that is weird. That is weird. Okay.
Let's not forget this nigga did blackface.
Come on, we
He
can't.
He did do blackface.
We can't get him on the blackface, man. He black. I mean, why we acting like Drake ain't black, man? Stop it.
Black niggas doing blackface, man. That don't make it right.
It don't make sense.
If
you black, why you gotta do blackface?
Look, he was making a point, man. It was some sort of social political statement that he was making with that.
It was a stupid ass point.
Right.
Also, I mean, we gonna stick on Drake. There's another topic about Drake. So he did that long ass interview. Let's move on here. So he did that long ass interview with Tidal. Was it Rap Radar? Them niggas had like Tidal on their computer, so I'm guessing that Tidal bought them niggas or something. But yeah, the interview was about 2 hours long, and in that interview, he talked about a lot of shit. Now, I watched that interview because I thought he was gonna talk about this pedo shit, but he never mentioned that. They never brought that shit up, so I just watched that shit for no reason. But yeah, I did watch the whole thing. In the interview, he finally talked about Pusha T.
He's so salty about that stuff.
And that whole thing. So
Nigga hurt.
Here's a clip of that.
He said he'll never forgive that. He said he'll never forgive that nigga.
I have no desire to ever mend anything with that person. And yeah, that situation just went, it just went where it went, and it's just there's no turning back. It's not like those other situations. I'll say at that point, it wasn't even about battle rap or any of that. It was just the information was too shocking. It was, like I said, it was on his part, it was a genius chess move. He obviously has no, when it comes to me, he's not gonna have any morals or respect. So the other elements of the record, whether it be the shit that he's making up about my mom and my dad and all this dumb shit, or obviously the part that hit me the most, which is wishing that my friend that has an illness dies like that shit to me is just not really wavy. Like I'm just not really with that. Like, and when I did say, oh, there's rules to this, I didn't mean there's rules that anybody has to follow. But like in battle rap, you know, they just headshotted that guy the other day because he was on stage and he pulled out a picture of the guy's dead aunt and started rapping about, you know, that type of shit. And it just is what it is. There's a point where you're gonna want to stop rapping. I'm sure I could say something about, you know, your lovely lady or, you know, a child or a family member, and you're just gonna want to not really rap anymore. So that's just kind of where I got to. I just had to admit, like, yo, I'm really, you know, and when I was making the record in response, which was a real record, I know people think it's like some myth. It was like on this Vinyls beat, and I just found myself saying things that, like, one, seemed really out of character just because I was like deeply invested in the situation and getting very angry, and saying things that I don't know if in 2 years I'd want to hear myself say.
All right, so I mean, that's more of it, of course, but yeah, I mean, he still hasn't gotten over that beef, and he still don't fuck with Pusha T over that.
Because he got bodied.
But he did talk about Kendrick later on in the interview, and talked about, you know, him doing good work and stuff like that. So I mean, so maybe they two could collaborate in the future or something. So he did talk about Kanye too. So I mean, maybe there's hope, but he still kind of feels some type of way about Kanye because, given that he associated with
That
Pusha
nigga
T.
always throws shade, and when somebody came and cooked his ass, he got hurt.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
he didn't think it was gonna go that far, man. That's what he said in the interview.
nigga got cooked. That nigga got cooked, man.
But he also talked about that cultural appropriation thing that he get thrown with. I mean, it's a good interview. He talked about a lot of shit. But yeah, he talked about how he always gives shout outs, and it's not appropriation because he not stealing and giving the people no credit. He's actually crediting his sources.
Like he does with his writers.
Right.
He talked about that incident too. So I mean, it's a good interview, man. So this is such a dumb point. This is a rap beef. People have died due to rap beef. Him calling you out for being a shit dad is not some unwritten rule in the sand. Yeah. I mean, you could tell he don't agree. You could tell that he believes that, but he said that he knows there isn't an unwritten rule that anything goes. So he's aware of that shit.
He's too soft for this game if he gets called out one time and he's still talking about it like a year and a half later. Like
that man hurt, bro.
He talked about his kid, and he said his friend.
No.
He wished his friend to die. So yeah.
Let's not forget that Drake was gonna use his son during an Adidas commercial and bring him out. He's gonna use his son for promotional material. Like I don't even know. He's probably mad that Push T cost him money. He's probably not even mad that,
y'all niggas think so poorly of Drake, man. Damn.
That nigga is a hoe.
Biggie and Tupac went hard for their shit and they ended up dying.
Them niggas died, so I'm not trying to go there around.
This nigga Drake talking about he talking about my son.
In 2 years, I was making a track out of character, and I thought to myself, you know, in 2 years, would I really want to see myself do like that? That nigga just couldn't come up with no bars, bro.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Look. I'm gonna speak on this now, man. I don't give a fuck about Drake having Quentin help him on that one album, or even having collaborative writers on several different albums. That's when you get to a certain level in the industry. That's what happens. It happens with every other genre of music. And hip hop is kind of different. Hip hop, they want to keep it sacred, and they kind of lie and deny that people aren't helping them with their lyrics. But we know Kanye, we know Eazy-E, Dre, all these producers, all these other rappers have people collaborate with them to help them write their shit. So it's not nothing unique to Drake. And I mean, and this is all about making hits, man. You gotta push out a bunch of hits. So sometimes it helps to have that other writer there, man. They're not.
No, but the. What'd you say, Bush?
So they're not solely just focused on trying to be the best rapper there ever was or some shit like that. They all about making hits now. And why
but that's the
hip hop
thing, bro.
why hip hop won't get with do like other genres of music do and actually collaborate on making these hit records? Because every other genre of music does it. Hip hop is just the one genre that's
Because
not.
Drake is conceited. He'll say he's the best to ever, like he's the best rapper alive. Like I'm the best to ever do it. This wasn't here before I was here. Like motherfucker, like wait a minute. Don't sit here and act like it was just you. Like don't try to take all the credit when you know 50 million niggas and ain't mama out here writing your lyrics for you. Like
It ain't no 50
the fuck?
niggas and they mama. Stop. You talking about Kanye
It's
now,
fit-
man?
It's
Nah,
50 million
it's
niggas
not.
and they mama.
Look,
And they
look,
mama.
Party
look,
next door writing for him.
we know he can write.
He had the weekend writing for him, bro.
We know Drake can write. All right. I mean,
Do we?
we do. We know he can write. We know in his earlier days he was writing shit. I mean, not so much now, cause I mean he too big for that now. He's trying to make hits, man. I mean, the less writers you have in the room, the weaker you are, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, I don't know.
This nigga Bush capping.
I kind of am capping, but look, I just feel like we shouldn't hate on this man so hard.
What I'm saying is he takes all the credit for all these other artists' hard work, and he puts no creativity into it for himself. Like he doesn't have his own sound anymore. He doesn't have his own.
I agree with that.
Persona.
Yeah. He is.
Everything
he does
is he's riding somebody else's wave.
He is. Yes, he is.
He doesn't have to come up with anything new because he just waits for something to pop off and then he just hops on that shit.
Maybe he's trying to get on that Billie Eilish wave, man. That's why he hitting her up in the text messages, man.
Stupid.
That shit terrible.
Did I see the? I don't. I think I did see that shop interview with LeBron. That shit was on HBO. I think I did see that. Yeah.
What LeBron said?
He was talking about the same shit there. I think he talked mostly about Kanye and how he felt disrespected by Kanye. I mean, but
why is that?
Well, because Kanye, he felt like Kanye exposed his child because he told Kanye about his child and he didn't tell nobody else, and then all of a sudden Pusha T know about it. So he was like, "Oh, this nigga Kanye must have told him." They all part of the same label. So yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Probably.
But yeah,
I guess that makes sense.
But I mean, that's it, man. I'm getting off of Drake. We're not talking about Drake no more. That's it. All right.
Like ever.
We had our Drake conversation. Now let's talk about some racism, man. This week in racism.
It's offensive.
This week in racism. And we got an interesting video here.
It's offensive.
So when you think racism couldn't get any worse,
it's
when you thought that racism was over for good, you were like, okay.
I don't know who thought that.
It's not so bad, man. Obama in office, man. We like the blacks now.
Shit.
We like the blacks.
I don't mean nothing.
And the Mexicans and we like everybody. But there's always one person that's like, nah, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm not keeping up this facade. I'm gonna break free. I gotta break free from these chains. I'm tired of pretending. And we got this woman right here. I'm gonna just let y'all listen to the story. Y'all tell me what you think about it.
Stupid ass. You want?
Whoa.
Man. I'm gonna be able to punch so bad, dog. Oh, bro.
Oh, I bet you do, you
This confrontation between Nicole Franklin and customers inside the West Des Moines Conoco gas station came after a confrontation with an employee.
You on camera. You on camera. You on camera. Stupid. I'm a.
She walk in and says, hey, it's Sam. Can you pump my gas?
This unfolded about an hour after police say she drove onto a Clive sidewalk, hitting 14-year-old Natalia Miranda the evening of December 9th.
I'm just a girl just walking to a basketball game, and I didn't deserve this.
We spoke to Miranda at her Clive home just days after she was run over. Amazingly, she did not suffer any broken bones, but she was battered, bruised, and in pain.
It was off the charts. It it was like past 10.
She has since returned to school. Franklin went to the Polk County Jail, arrested in the parking lot of the Conoco station for assault in violation of individual rights. Jail is where Clive police investigators interviewed her, where they say she admitted to intentionally running over the 14-year-old because she said, quote, she's a Mexican, unquote. Friday morning, she was officially charged with attempted murder for the hit and run. The video inside the gas station adds fuel to an already stoked fire, calling for additional charges for Franklin.
This has to be considered a hate crime.
All right, so
Your white queen.
I think she hit another person. I think she hit a black kid too. Like
She's out here wilding, just wilding.
I think she hit a black kid too, another hit and run. So yeah, so this she did some more shit after this. And I got the actual video here actually, not of the crash, the hit and run, but of the words.
Altercation in the
of the store. You know, they were bleeping it out.
Was she drunk?
She was being herself, man.
Okay.
You're a racist bitch, aren't you?
Fuck yeah, I'm a racist
Hey, boy,
bitch.
hear this racist bitch.
I got your racist bitch right here. That's me.
Get the fuck out of the store. Are you on drugs? Are you on drugs or what?
I'm on peanuts.
No, you're on
Shut
drugs.
the fuck up.
Stupid ass bitch. You're on
You're
drugs.
a fucking nigger.
You're on.
You're a fucking nigger.
He paused.
Man.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be able to pop so bad, dog. Oh, bro.
I bet you do, you fucking nigger.
You see this shit? You see it, right? Calm down, huh?
Niggers ain't going nowhere. What the fuck you think you're fucking doing?
Hey, you want
creeping
to
up
take her
on
to jail,
someone.
please?
Get the fuck out of here.
You might go to jail, so just chill. You're on camera. You're on camera. You're on camera.
Good.
Stupid. You're on.
Fucking niggers.
I'm a nigger. I'm a nigger.
All right, so that's the actual video. So yeah, it's she don't give a fuck, man. What are y'all thoughts on that, man? Is this racist?
Is this racist? How is that even a question?
I mean, it's not.
I mean, you know, just
He's not
bit,
racist.
you know?
No,
just a
she's
tad.
not racist at all.
I mean, look, she just getting some dirt off her chest, man. She was. I mean, somebody spitting her coffee or something, man. You know, I mean.
No. She had finals that week. She was a little stressed out.
Finals, man. It look like she about 40 years old. Finals.
No. Remember that video of that?
You talking about that one kid in college?
Oh, you talking about that? Yeah.
He was stressed out.
She was stressed out, man. She didn't mean it.
Yo, she need to be locked under the
It's just a
jail.
phase.
She need to be under the jail. I mean, she hit a little girl. She said because she was Mexican. Like she admitted that.
Hey, they need to make sure they don't put that girl's full name out there so Drake don't start texting her.
Oh my God! not the
her.
Drake. No. Stop. She ain't got hits, man. She ain't got hits like that, so he'll never text her.
Yeah, because
I mean, she got hit by that car, but she ain't got no musical hits and no movies.
I mean, look, she ain't got no musical hits. She got hit by that car, and Drake is gonna hit. So I mean, it's true.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Stop. But yeah, that was this week in racism. But we not finished yet. We not finished yet.
Wait, there's more.
There's more, man. This is a flashback. So a lot of y'all know about Don Imus, guy that said nappy headed hoe. So apparently he died this week. A lot of people are dancing on this man's grave, right? Celebrating. They like fuck Don Imus for what he said. And I mean, a lot of us don't really know about him anyway. You know, when we first learned about him, he was old as fuck, looked like evil Paul McCartney. He just old. You know, we didn't really know about his history, but apparently he's some legendary radio personality. You know.
No, I ain't never heard of him.
But I mean, you in luck. But I got a video here, so here's where most minorities know him from. You know.
Girls from Rutgers, man.
So jump to the watch together, Marcel. We're going back in time.
Nappy-headed hoes.
We're going back in time. So he's commentating the basketball game, or he's talking about a basketball game that happened. Talking about a Rutgers University basketball game. All right. Are you in there, Marcel?
Yeah, I'm watching.
All right, here's the video.
They got tattoos and some hardcore hoes. That's some nappy-headed hoes there. I'm gonna tell you that now. Man, that's some. And the girls from Tennessee, they all look cute, you know. So like kind of like a, I don't know, Spike Lee thing. Yeah. The Jigaboos versus the Wannabes. Yeah, that movie that he had. Yeah, it was a tough.
Yo, I like that. That was the wrong time to mention that name of the movie. Like the Jigaboo. What is that a real movie? I never heard of that movie, man. Did Spike Lee direct that?
The word
the Jigaboos versus. And then,
racial slur.
Then he kind of knew he said something fucked up, so he tried to reference Spike Lee, like, yo. So the other team is got some nice looking girls, like a Spike Lee thing. I don't know what the fuck that mean. Maybe he's talking about what's that movie Spike Lee did? She's Gotta Have It or some shit. I don't know.
Oh,
yeah, She's Gotta Have It. But what does that got to do with
racist?
I don't know. He was trying to cover up for what he said earlier with the nappy-headed hoes thing. So yeah.
He said nappy-headed hoes.
So apparently he was like an edgy. He was kind of like a shock jock on some Charlemagne shit. He would say off the wall shit. They said he was known for being the I man, someone who was proud of himself and speaking his mind about politics, pop culture, and other hot topics. So yeah, but that didn't go over too well in 2007 when he made that comment.
This dude was from 2007. Shit was like from 1970 something. What the fuck?
Yeah, that shit was in 2007, man. That video was from 2007.
It ended his whole career.
Not really. This is proof that we don't actually cancel people. They just go away for a little bit and then they come back. Because they said he officially retired from CBS Radio in 2018.
That's crazy.
So he snuck back into business in the back door and was still recording shit. So
fucking slipped back in there.
And I think he only stopped doing it because he got some sort of disease. I forgot what it was. But yeah, so some little flashback, man. Little flashback. I would do a cancel support, but there's no need. I mean, we all agree that. Maybe we don't. Do y'all want to do a cancel support?
You know, I got some coons.
Matter of fact, Don Imus, man. Flashback. Vintage cancel support.
Purely based off of this nigga just saying jigaboo. Like, y'all can't.
Look, man, he did come out later and apologize. He apologized to the team in person. He went to their he went to them and said, "I'm sorry. You nappy-headed hoes, I'm sorry that I said that about you."
Hey, you jigaboos, I'm sorry. Like, the fuck? I want that. You better just call me a jigaboo and you better stick to it.
You gonna cancel it? I mean, he dead now. He already canceled. God canceled.
Oh, he dead?
Yeah, God. Just put on everybody on cancel. God canceled that nigga for us.
Yeah. He did it for us. Yeah.
But I don't know. It sounded bad. I don't know. But
this nigga, he said over a radio. He said the words jigaboo and nappy-headed hoe.
It just sounded like he was hanging out with some niggas.
You can't defend that.
I'm not defending it. I'm just saying. It sounded like he was trying to. It sounded like he was hanging out with some black people, and they said some shit similar to that. I don't know.
Well, look at that nigga like, excuse, what the fuck?
I don't know, man. The Spike Lee thing threw me off. Like, why is this old ass racist man saying Spike Lee? Like, what? Where did that come? And he had what happened to that other dude? That was two dudes in that room. Like, what
other dude?
Wasn't there another dude in the room? Yeah, he was talking to somebody, and the other dude was going along with it. I think the other dude said jigaboos or something.
Fuck that nigga too.
Right.
But yeah, he didn't get none of the flag. They forgot about his ass.
Well, hey man, I'm just happy one of them niggas got canceled. Who the fuck knocking on your door?
Damn.
Shit. But yeah, some more tragic news. We almost done here. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. We're not doing tragic shit. Let's I wish everybody was here, but I guess we're gonna let the chat participate because this is really a chat thing. So yeah, I went ahead and did a one gotta go with all the cast members here.
Oh shit.
This is gonna be ass.
This is gonna be great.
One gotta go with all the members of the podcast.
Except you in Philly.
I mean, I left out me in Philly because I mean, we would have been obvious choices, man. You know, obvious choices.
Morgan,
you know these misogynist ass niggas gonna get me out first. So why you?
Are they?
Yes, they don't like women. They all low key gay.
Stop. Not every.
They closeted.
I mean, look,
they
just
mad.
Being gay don't mean you hate women, man. Stop it.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you closeted, there's a high chance that you don't like women and that you're a misogynist.
See, now you're not helping yourself out. You calling the whole chat homosexuals and you saying they
I don't give a
misogynists.
fuck.
You're not helping yourself out in this, Keek, man.
Chat, just get it over with.
Trying to play the woman card.
Get it over with, chat.
All right, so look. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you a vote, Kiki. I mean, Marcel, you get a vote too. Who you canceling first, man?
Gotta get that. Gotta get that nigga Morgan the fuck on out.
You say get Morgan out. You can't cancel. I'm not even on there, man. See?
Yeah, fuck Morgan.
Oh shit.
We gotta get Morgan the fuck on out.
Yeah, fuck Morgan, man. He didn't show up talking about he was sick again. That lying ass nigga. You ain't sick again. Man, what a chat at? Leo saying fuck Morgan too. Damn. Y'all niggas don't give a fuck about Morgan. That's damn Morgan.
All right.
He got the best mic, man.
And
I don't give a fuck about that. Morgan's opinions, bro. Morgan always plays it, but did it happen? All right, then. This nigga don't care about
these niggas are not happy, Keek. That nigga E-Bunny said, I bet she ugly anyway. he said, nah, Keek, we just know you ugly.
These niggas are ugly, and I know this for a fact because they're always in the Discord. They don't have girlfriends, and they always like, "When's the next stream?" Like, who wants to fucking listen to us talk?
Stop.
They don't have lives if they listen to us.
Here. Stop. I mean, you basically admitting that you don't think we doing shit here. We not producing good content.
We ain't.
That's
so fucking what you doing.
just shitting on our fan base. Look. Death Race says she too hateful, man. Damn. Morgan be pulling through for me.
I'm a hateful black woman now.
So Death Race voted for you, Keek, man. He said you hateful, man.
Of course he did. He's my biggest hater.
Look, Morgan
completely the Death Race his ass off a bridge.
we vote next now.
No. I'm letting somebody else. I'm cool with Marcel. He cool. Okay. Anubis, who did you vote for? Anubis, who you vote for?
Anubis.
Huh?
Anubis, where you at, man? I mean, I said if nobody else gonna go, I guess Morgan is gone then. Bye, Morgan. Bye, Morgan.
Oh, you want Morgan? Yeah, get that
Morgan
nigga
going,
out of here.
All right. So where you at now, Marcel?
All right, let's get Epic the fuck out of here.
Where you at, kid?
Look,
Epic.
Epic.
Well, y'all just join. I gotta switch it, man. Y'all
No. I got a line. It goes Morgan, Epic, Stone.
Oh, I don't know.
Here's how I'm gonna vote. It's gonna go
Josh.
Morgan, Epic, Josh, Truth, Stone, Mo, and then Keek.
He said I vote Josh. But I wish everybody was here, man. Yeah. Disappointed, man. I think Philly back. Shit.
What you talking about? I ain't never left. My mic been muted this whole time.
He's so lying.
No, don't tell me my mic been muted this whole time, dog.
Oh my God. I heard that shit.
Bro, that must have been in your own head,
Hey, yo,
I've been in this call the whole time.
We doing one got to go with the cast members, man. We got Morgan out here already.
Wait, do I get to vote?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all got Morgan out first?
Yeah, Morgan got out first, man.
Wait. Who's up?
Everybody else up.
Who's on the block?
Everybody except me and you.
So Truth is on there?
Yeah.
Everybody. Josh,
Y'all kept Truth and got rid of Morgan.
Who
voted
got
on
the
this?
first one out?
This is the first person. This is the first person, man.
Truth should have been the first one out.
Look, Morgan has
serious?
the worst opinions I've ever fucking heard.
No, what do you yo, Marcel, stop it, dog.
You stop it.
Not you. Not you.
You stop.
Anybody but you gets to say that,
No,
dog.
no. Look, Philly. The thing is, I give you reason why I say what I say. Stone don't ever give. I'm sorry, not Stone. Morgan don't ever give reasons
We
behind what
kept
the fuck he
Stone
says.
over Morgan.
Morgan has no fucking opinions.
Morgan has several opinions. Look, I'm not a fan of Morgan. Okay, Morgan be wilding. He be coming up in this podcast, even though he like he got his own podcast going on like that. I agree, but more I would trade any of y'all for Morgan at 100%.
Bruh, Morgan doesn't have a fucking opinion.
Morgan, here's the thing. Morgan don't fit into y'all liberal agenda, dog. That's why y'all don't like him.
Bruh,
no, he just be saying stupid ass shit.
No, it's not even that, Keith. Morgan, like he don't care about context. He'll say, "Oh, did it happen in the panel? Did it happen? Alright, then." Like,
nigga said, you talking about a specific situation? Nigga said panel.
Yeah, he bringing in personal shit into this, man. We don't be talking about versus matches here.
Nigga said a panel. What the fuck?
This man clearly got a bias, bro. I don't get him out of here, man.
I do. Fuck Morgan. I do.
Nah, but y'all kept Stone dusty ass. Stone, who be in this joint? Who be in this joint high half the time?
Yo, you got pick, Philly. Who you getting rid of then?
Fucking Marcel for letting Morgan get out of here first. Who voted for Morgan? Who voted for Morgan, bro?
Me and Marcel both did.
So who did Bush vote for?
Josh 1000 worse than truth.
Bush ain't vote. No. Keek said me and Marcel, so that'd be Keek,
all three of
Marcel.
us voted for Morgan.
That nigga E-Bunny said, get Josh out of here, man.
I mean, Josh ain't even got weight. Like, I mean, he got seniority, but that man don't be in podcasts like that. I know Morgan. No, Morgan might be the last one standing if it's up to me, bro.
He going already.
Get Stone off the podcast.
They got Epic out here. Epic going.
I'm a retcon my vote to have been for Stone, because that man needs to get out this podcast and in the rehab, dog. That's really what it is. But I guess my second vote is for Stone. Stone got to get the fuck out of here.
Well, we got Epic out of here.
Who, y'all got Epic?
He said, how the podcast members voting the ones off? That's not fair.
Yo, hold up. You voting for Epic, or did we already
this
vote?
This nigga Stoops said, I'm voting for everybody except Epic, man. This nigga Epic believes
Except who?
Epic. This nigga Stoops,
we voted Epic out of here.
The pastor, man.
Slick, Epic can read the poneglyphs. I don't know why y'all fronting. And secondly, what do y'all, hold on. Who's voting for Epic on this second elimination?
Me and Keith.
Y'all some. Okay, hold on.
Epic
Y'all don't
is
find
the
it.
type of nigga that killed MLK. He one of them niggas, man.
Hold up. Y'all don't find it coincidental that all the people that y'all be kicking out of here is the ones that's least compatible with y'all liberal agenda? That don't seem fishy to you?
Do you not realize? No. Nah, not at all. Not at all. Epic be saying some dumb ass shit. Yeah.
No, he be saying, look, listen.
You agree with the shit Epic and Morgan be saying?
Listen. You got to understand Epic. This is the first part. Number one, Epic. I agree with about 70% of the stuff that Epic says.
That nigga said 70.
The other 30% is mostly just mostly just baby dick. I don't agree with him. I don't agree with him. And I think he be wilding out.
Hard for that baby dick that day.
But
that nigga was crazy for that shit.
And Morgan, I feel, is more or less an agent of chaos. Like, he just caused this disruption.
What kind of help?
But he is funny in his own
Tell
right
me one
and
positive
interesting.
thing Josh has brought to the podcast.
Which is more than I can say for some of the people on this list.
That nigga
I ain't dropping no
don't
niggas.
really fuck with Josh. He said, tell me one thing Josh brought to the podcast.
Listen. Somebody quote me one funny Stone joke. I'll wait. That ain't even. That's not a joke. That's not a joke. All I'm saying is, look, I love Stone. I love Stone like a brother. Okay, but like no, man. Come on, what type of shit is this?
Epic is
And then you
gone,
going,
man.
bro.
What does Morgan contribute? Like, tell me.
Hold up. Comment section.
Where you at, Keith?
Hold up. What do you mean? What does Morgan contribute?
Morgan don't
Besides
ever say shit.
Bullshit.
Listen, he been slacking lately, but Morgan is an interesting person, bro.
I'm not.
He
No, no,
contribute.
I'm not
He contribute
saying.
the same shit you contribute. What is you talking
No,
about?
listen. I'm not saying
He
Morgan.
contributes to coonery.
I like Morgan, but Morgan be like, oh, I'll let the white woman say nigga. Oh yeah, my white queen. Fuck
Yes,
those
that's all he
those
does. is
gorilla
Hold up,
talk
eyes.
hold up.
about white
Why? Hold on. Why
Yo.
not? The man is passionate
Look,
about white women. What's the problem?
Look, anyway.
Let's continue.
Look,
Let's continue.
well, we not.
No, what's the problem? Where's the problem,
No,
man? Hold on. Why are we slandering this man for his personal preference?
Look, we
Because
gonna
what he's saying is
hold
stupid.
up. We gonna stop it right here. We gonna finish this later. All right.
I don't want to participate in this. If Morgan and Epic is the first ones off the chopping block.
Well, too
This
bad.
podcast. This podcast
voted
is.
on the island.
Look, we gonna revisit.
Yo.
All right, we gonna revisit. We don't got enough people here. All right,
I gotta go to
will
the comment
revisit.
section, dog. I got more faith in my comment section than this, bro.
They voted off the island, nigga.
No, hold up.
They voted Morgan. Yeah, they voted Morgan.
I let it. No. Oh, motherfucking. Goddamn Hillary Clinton and John Kerry over here voted y'all liberal motherfuckers. Hold up, let me look at these YouTube comment sections.
No goddamn Hillary Clinton.
I'm pretty sure you called us super predators at one point or another. On everything I love. You.
If y'all acting like it, then shit.
Hey yo,
That's what Hillary.
look,
Exactly what Hillary was saying.
Let's move on, man. That list's gonna take way too long, man. We're gonna revisit that. All right.
We need
came in at the
the
wrong
best first
time.
target.
Yeah, you got it.
What's all that background noise? I feel loud as hell.
That's Philly, man. You push the talk, Philly. Damn.
Hold on. I'm good now. Hold on. We need Stone. He the best road target. Morgan for true equality. I'm reading the comments because I can't. They're not supporting them. It can't be. Philly on Stone attack camp. No.
Nigga Stone in the chat.
They said niggas voting off the best first.
Hey yo. We're gonna get back to that. All right, we gotta do that now.
Hold on. I just want you to know.
I just want to test the water.
I just want you to know.
Test the water.
I just want you to know that y'all kept a druggie in here instead of
Oh, he does
Epic
smoke
and-
weed.
That's what I'm saying. You
Weed
kept
is
him over
legal
here.
in some states.
All Morgan does is say things happen, and that's his argument. Like
Hey,
Morgan
hold it down. We moving on. All right, let's talk about something else. All right. What do y'all want next? Y'all want tragedy or y'all want Aretha Franklin, man? What do y'all want?
Aretha.
Tragedy.
He said
Tragic.
Dan, you been
2v1.
out.
You been voted
All
off
right,
the
man.
island,
You been yeah. So let's talk about this shooting. This is gonna be short. It's not gonna be too long. So here's the video, right? This is not the full video. They gonna pause it at when they start shooting. They gonna pause the video. All right. So you're not gonna see the actual gunshots, but you're gonna see leading up to the gunshots, right? I want you to pay attention to the top left hand corner. That's where all the action happens. All right.
This was in Texas.
Yeah.
Another church shooting in Texas. Well, look at that.
That's where all the guns at. And he kind of fucked up because a lot of niggas in that church had guns. So that's not
fucking nuts.
That's
Like,
probably not
those
at the
niggas
right
could've
place to do this.
Any one of those niggas could have just spazzed out, had a fucking just anger attack, and just blasted all of that.
But yeah, here's the video right here. Top left.
That church looked boring as hell. Well, not in 30 seconds, but.
Now they paused the video. I don't want to get flagged, so I'm not showing the video.
He was moving around super suspicious even before he started shooting.
Yeah, so if you didn't see it, so the guy in the top left corner, he goes over to one of the ushers and I guess he asks him a question, and he just pulls out a shotgun and starts firing, right? And I think a guard by the door comes over and shoots him and puts him down finally. But before he goes down, he shoots two people, and one is dead. The other one I think is alive. Probably in the hospital. But I think the gunman is alive too. So hopefully they'll show the rest of
good. If the gunman's alive, that's great.
He said, that's great.
What?
No, this is like you actually charged that nigga for a crime. You didn't give him what he wanted.
Are they gonna show the rest of the video? No, they didn't show the rest of it.
Let's go straight to.
Who got those damn ghosts in their house knocking 3 times? What the fuck?
That was me knocking. That was me knocking the whole night.
Make sure.
But yeah, that was pretty much the video. I mean, you can see the full video on YouTube. It's somewhere on YouTube right now. I saw the full video. But yeah, dude fired 2 shots. Dude from the door came up with the gun, popped him, put him down. And then in the background, you see other people with guns, like rolling up with their gun, like they finna do some shit too. So, yeah.
And Keek still want to take away our guns, bro.
When did I say I want to take away guns? I believe in gun control. Like, personally, I don't think everybody should have a gun because people who are irresponsible shouldn't own firearms. But if you're gonna have a gun, you should be thoroughly vetted.
Okay.
I think it's easy in a lot of states for you to get a gun.
Okay, watch this. The dude who shot who shot the armed gunman probably beats his wife. Statistically, he beats his wife. By your measure, that would absolve him, or not absolve him, but that would disallow him of having that gun.
Yeah.
I mean, if he don't report it, then it wouldn't.
No, listen, you can't just assume he beats his wife.
Yeah.
How do you know he's even married?
Listen to me.
You just making shit up.
Listen to me. Keek, are you listening?
Yeah.
Heroes.
You didn't say listen to me 50 million times.
Heroes come in different shapes and sizes. All right.
Wait a minute. What happened to that one nigga who was like the good guy with a gun who shot 2 regular niggas by accident? At that bar.
That was a good guy with a gun, man.
You got to crack a few eggs to make an omelet, man. What can I say?
That's fucking nuts. That's nuts.
Listen. I feel like just because I done been through some shit, or because I done had some what do they call it? What type of crimes where like assaults and stuff like that in the past? Should that mean I can't be a hero? I can't save a life.
I am literally around.
Man, whose side are you?
What are you
defending the gunman? Whose side are you on?
I don't
What are you talking about?
No. What I'm saying is this. You let Keek tell it. If I done had a violent crime in the past, I can't have no gun.
You damn right.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if I was just beating my wife? That mean I can't be a hero no more?
What the fuck are you talking about? Nah, see, he's trolling because we got Morgan and fucking.
Keek, answer my question, Keek. Answer my question.
That's not even a question. You can't be serious.
Also, I mean, you might. Look. I mean, the person that was trying to kill the people in the church was probably beat his wife too. He probably would have not had that gun, man. So I mean, go both ways, huh? Exactly, man. I'm sure.
Ain't no married man shooting up no churches, dog.
Stop.
If he don't reach the breaking point, he gonna shoot his wife before he shoot the church.
Shit. But yeah, I mean that's that video. But yeah, I'm sad for the guy that died. He was the unfortunate one to be like next to that nigga with that big ass trench coat. Like I don't. That shit seems suspicious, man. Look at what that man is wearing.
The crazy thing is, what do y'all think he told the man? That's the crazy.
It's like where the bathroom at or something. Like it had to be some simple shit.
Are you ready to meet your maker?
The pastor was probably like, "Hey, there ain't no bathroom in here." He said, "I can't take it no more."
That boy whispered in his ear. He was like, "Rock, paper, scissors."
Bam! Stop. Stop. Oh shit! That dude look kind of. Is the dude that killed Black the only black person in the church? I don't know. I don't know what color the usher is. Though. I look like a nigga in the corner over there.
But this is an all-white church, and the one black nigga died, bro.
That's a sprinkle of black people right there. There's a couple of black people.
A little sprinkle.
A little sprinkle right there in the bottom. In the bottom right there. But yeah, that shit was crazy. Go watch.
That's probably in the back. In the way back.
I mean, they don't want to be seen there, man. You know.
They just keep them there so they
Telling you,
can keep the funding.
I can't go to no white church though, man. Ain't no flavor there, man. There don't be niggas singing
I
and
can't go to
talking.
no religious place at all.
Bush, you don't go to no black church.
Fucking
What are you
shut
talking
up.
about,
I
man?
mean, I used to back when I did go to church, man. I used to go to black church all the time. That's the only one I went to, man. You go to the white church, it sound like an opera, man. It's just
Bruh, that shit
ain't
too
no
dangerous
flavor,
now,
man.
bro. You can't go to no house of worship, man. You gonna die.
Look, I only went to church for the food and the music.
You gonna set on fire.
That's the only reason I went to church, nigga. Food and music.
Bush don't watch too many. Bush don't watch too many JVs, yo. He don't burst in the flames, bro.
You watching too many
Silly.
JVs.
You watch 6 hours worth of JV.
All right, I have. What they got to do with Bush? You talking about
Well,
Bush?
hypocritical of you.
If you look at a church, your eyes start to burn. Like, what the hell?
Also, by the way, so look,
every time Bush think about Jesus, smoke start coming out his ears.
Why the fuck? Anyway, look. All right, there is actually. We don't want to put it completely on white people. There was a nigga that went crazy this week too. In a Hanukkah massacre, man.
Do people die?
Let's go straight to a Fox News alert.
I don't
man
know.
arrested overnight in
People
an
were
attack
stabbed. I
at
don't
a
know if they died
rabbi's
or not.
home near New York City. 5 people stabbed during a
How much it
Hanukkah
hurts to
party.
get
2 of
stabbed?
them
Like,
in
that shit
critical
burns.
condition.
Jackie Heinrich joins us live from outside the home with all the breaking details. Jackie.
That's correct. I'm not the cameraman.
Good morning. Just a
Wait, what was that background? You heard him? You heard that?
Really, that's you.
Someone said that's great. I'm not the cameraman. Y'all heard that background?
Oh yeah. I mean,
I can't hear shit with that.
All right, relax, bro.
With that rocket launch going off in the background. Like,
horrific situation. This all happened at the home of a Hasidic rabbi.
Oh,
as
at the
people
home,
gathered
okay.
To light candles on the 7th night of Hanukkah. The suspect reportedly came to the door wielding a machete, stabbed people inside, and then tried to get into the synagogue next door, but the doors were locked. At least 5 people were wounded, 2 of them critically. 1 person was reportedly stabbed 6 times.
But it was an absolute night of terror.
I
told tables and chairs that he should get
Oh
out
yeah,
of
he didn't
here.
kill nobody.
And he injured a guy, was a cardiac arrest guy. But he was bleeding here, bleeding in his hand all over. I ran into the.
He was running, man.
To save my life.
This nigga was...
The suspect fled in his car, but police caught up to him in New York City. Authorities have not announced a name or given any remarks on a motive, but the incident marks the 2nd attack on Jewish people in the ultra-Orthodox town of Monsey in the last few months, and the latest in a series of attacks around the New York region, including Jewish people being beaten on the streets of Brooklyn over Hanukkah, and a massacre at a kosher deli in Jersey City earlier this month, where 2 suspects targeted Jewish people, killing 4, including a police detective. Just days ago, New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio announced the NYPD was stepping up patrols, but Jewish community leaders say it is not enough. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo vowed to hold the attacker.
All right, so I have a picture of the dude. Do y'all want to see the picture of the dude that did the stabbing?
Yes.
So they caught this nigga,
Very
man.
curious.
All right, so here's how he looks. That is that is him right there.
Wait. Is it it's in the
it's
on the
in
stream?
yeah, it's on the stream. Yeah. So yeah, this nigga look crazy. He was the one that did the stabbing.
That nigga, I figured that would look like Epic. That's an Epic looking ass nigga.
Bro.
Man, shut up. That look more like you than it look like.
No, fuck it, don't.
So yeah, that nigga went crazy, man. It's these. I mean, nigga probably one of them Israelite niggas on the corner, man. We the real Jews.
It's one of them niggas who killed MLK, man.
It's probably one of them niggas, dog. Here's another picture of him when they arrested his ass. Is that nigga hair permed?
What the fuck? He looked like he ain't ran a comb through his hair in like 10 years, bro. What the fuck you talking about?
Okay, I'm talking about from this picture. It got like a little shine to it or some shit. Like he put some gel in that bitch or something. I don't know.
see the crazy in his eyes.
Is that what they put niggas in? White suits? It's like a raincoat? What the fuck is that? Is that what they put murderers in?
A hazmat suit.
But yeah, that's that guy.
That nigga's tripping.
I told Epic about, spreading these conspiracies, man. The Jews rule the world, man. Told them to stop doing that, man. Got these niggas going
look
crazy.
What's going on?
It don't look good for niggas like that to go crazy. When niggas start going crazy, they'll start inventing new shit to get rid of us. So we don't need that.
Shotty said he shot 4 niggas in one night. Death rate is 5. No, 5 niggas in one night. It was 5 niggas in one night.
Who is Shotty? What y'all talking about?
Shotty, 6'9", the nigga who was 6'9", the bald nigga.
Oh, okay.
He said he shot 5 niggas in one night. He ain't say he shot 12 niggas in one night.
But this is on Fox News though, so it ain't none of the other. I didn't see this shit on CNN or MSNBC. So I mean, it's not really a huge story. So I wouldn't say this story was huge at all. But we like keep it fair and balanced here. But yeah. Now they calling it a hate crime. I don't know. Like I don't know.
No, just a little bit.
I mean, he did.
It was obviously targeted. I don't think it was random. Like he just picked that house.
But yeah, I don't know how they classify hate crimes. I don't know. With that being said, let's move on to Aretha Franklin. Now I did not know this movie was even coming out. I did not know that Aretha Franklin was getting the movie.
They need to hold up on these biopics, man. They be doing too much.
They doing them too fast?
They're doing way too much, and they don't put enough into it. Like
they be fucking them up.
They only just scratch the surface.
Yeah.
Hey yo, Keith.
Yeah.
Hey yo, I'm trying to see that Bill Cosby biopic.
This nigga.
What?
Y'all niggas want to see that shit.
I mean, I want to
see the origin of the Quaalude.
The origin of the Quaalude.
The first Quaalude he dropped.
In the podcast. It's nuts.
Dog, that would be interesting biopic. I would want to see that shit too. Actually, he went from America's dad to like a rapist, man.
America's rapist.
Yeah,
America's sexual predator.
Yeah, they made him like the face of the sexual predator. His body count ain't as nearly as high as Harvey Weinstein. Harvey got like 100 women on that nigga, man. I was like, damn.
They should just call it Bill.
you know they're gonna do that. That's what it's gonna be called. Bill.
Like Ray. Like Ray.
They gonna make it like a
slightly turning into the danger, dog. Like slightly turning into the evils of the Illuminati. He dropped one Quaalude.
They gonna make like a P, but it's gonna be like a B, but it's gonna like have a red out. It's gonna have a P inside the B.
It's gonna be like one of them, when the lights be coming on them old lights, like it's gonna flicker between Bill and Bill. That'd be dope, man.
That shit would
Let's
be.
do the movie poster for it, bro.
Oh yeah, I might drop that poster though. Shit. But here's the Aretha Franklin movie. So the casting, I don't know all these people, but they got Mary J. Blige in it. They got Jennifer Hudson is playing Aretha Franklin.
Who asked for this? That's my question.
Somebody did. It got made, nigga. I mean,
just because the niggas things get made don't mean niggas ask.
You gotta make the movie before white people forget about it, man.
White people know who she is.
Yeah.
Bro, shout out E-Bunny.
Shout out. Okay. What did E-Bunny say?
Donate $2 again.
Oh, shout out. Yeah, E-Bunny. Shout out. I mean, he been donating all day, man. E-Bunny with the donation. About time this cokehead joined the call. So you talking about Stone?
Damn, Stone, you bringing in that money, bro.
Yeah, but damn, Philly, I like how that propaganda working, ain't it?
Listen, bro, I never said you was smoking.
Got these niggas calling me a rockhead and everything.
Bro, I never said you was on coke.
You
I never
said
said
I
you
was
was
on
on.
You did say that shit too.
I did say he was a boom. He a boom cave, yeah. Damn, I did say that. All right. Yeah,
Hey,
I retract that.
Let's get into the trailer, man. We gotta get to the trailer. You gotta watch. There's a trailer actually out, a teaser. Here you go, Jennifer Hudson.
Don't shut up.
What you?
I'm not talking.
Baby, I got what you need. You know I got it. All I'm asking is for your respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Take care, T-C-B.
2020, what the fuck? When did she die?
Last year or maybe earlier this year.
They was filming that shit when she was in the hospital.
When she was in the
Yeah.
stop.
Wasn't nobody dropped
She was
that
on her
shit down
deathbed, they was
for
filming.
the whole movie in 4 months?
Hold up.
Yeah, when did she die?
Let me type it in.
Jennifer Hudson in her bag.
So Aretha Franklin died in 2018. So yeah.
Oh.
August.
It's been a year and some change.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, it don't take that long to make biopics anyway. Like it don't take that long. It's like it ain't
The whole
special
story's
effects.
already been mapped out.
Yeah, like it's just her life. It's already made. So yeah, it don't take too long. But that lets you know how good the movie is. And shit. It's quick.
They don't have to wait about the next chapter coming out. That shit already ended. So
Damn.
Wait.
I ain't say all that. Okay.
I mean, am I lying? The fuck?
I mean, you right, but I ain't trying to say.
Yeah, but ain't nobody trying to say that. This is kind of obvious. It goes without saying.
The crazy thing is to play an accurate Aretha, Jennifer got to put on some more pounds.
The weight, yeah.
I know she was big
I
she lost the shit.
I was just about to say that. I mean, but she wasn't that big in her heyday, though. I mean, not a heyday, but like early in her career, she wasn't that big. So.
Who gonna play older Aretha? Who gonna play Monique?
No, Queen.
Damn.
Monique can do it, but Monique kind of little too now.
Nigga said Monique. Stop.
Oh wait.
Queen Latifah could.
Queen
She got vocals.
Yeah.
But Queen Latifah too light for you.
Aretha is about the same shade as her.
Aretha not that dark. Yeah.
Wait, no, we get Whoopi. Whoopi can do it.
That fucking background, boy.
Yeah, kill that. Yeah, kill that. Where you at, nigga?
I'm at the burger spot. Relax, yo.
Chinese spot.
Relax.
This is how Philly treat y'all. He ain't got no respect for the show, man. This nigga coming in here with.
Listen, I'm present. All right, I'm present.
Tacos.
Listen.
He left 30 minutes in and didn't come back for like 2 hours.
He be at work.
I was recording. Listen, I was recording at my job, and I was like, shit, let me close up, and then I could just dip. And then I can see if I can catch the podcast. So I came
Those
back.
niggas having a blast.
Yeah, mute that shit.
Yo. It's a bunch of niggas.
Oh my god. All right. So we got another clip here of the biopic some more. Marlon Wayne's in this actually too. Hold up.
Oh, this shit about to suck.
God damn, not Marlon. Oh, I got the rest of the image. Here's the cast. I got the cast on the screen. I had blocked him out. So yeah, they got Jennifer Hudson, Forrest Whitaker, Marlon Wayans, that gay nigga from
Titus.
Yeah, Titus. What show is he from? The new girl, the good girl.
Kimmy Schmidt.
Kimmy Schmidt. Okay, I don't
know. That gay nigga.
I don't.
That nigga stereotype.
They got Mariah Carey.
He hella
I said
talented.
Mariah Carey.
That
Mary
nigga
J. Blige.
got hella stereotype in that show.
What the fuck is Forrest Whitaker gonna do in this damn movie?
I don't know. Here's another clip right here. Here's another clip.
You're right.
Oh, is it like Marlon Wayne's playing her husband, or like a boyfriend or something.
This is a bunch of nothing.
No, we get to see more of the film, man. We got to see more of
That's
Wayne.
right up your alley, Marcel.
Stone.
You like Star Wars,
have
nigga.
the true Stone.
You don't like Star Wars, nigga.
Stone, you don't like anything. You just hate on shit because you a fucking hipster, nigga. You wear fedoras. Shut up.
I don't like fedoras. Where's this coming from?
Shut
Look,
up,
man, the nigga
nigga.
can
You don't have an
man.
opinion. Nah, that nigga wear goddamn overalls and fedoras.
Marcel, that's not true.
What?
That's not true. Number one, Stone like a bunch of shit. He just like a bunch of trash, like Janae Aiko.
Fucking what?
So
Janae
you don't believe that. You don't believe
y'all be talking about Morgan like a white woman. This nigga loves Asian women with no body. With like zero body.
So we got some information about the director, man. So apparently this person directed
Philly, I cannot hear you.
Jessica Jones, The Walking Dead, Dolly Parton's Heartstrings. I saw The Walking Dead and all that shit. She did one episode, The Walking Dead, one episode of Jessica Jones. So this is a brand new person who only really been doing TV shows. She did Insecure, Queen Sugar. So yeah, first film, I think. Yeah.
Also, she don't fuck it up. He'll be here first and last.
Let's see.
I think this is a black woman.
But,
let me put it on the screen. Is this a black woman? I don't know.
Billy sounding like he loading a rifle up.
That's crazy. Yeah, but Bush. These niggas in the comment section said, let's do the one gotta go so we got more.
Oh, the one gotta go. Okay.
Nigga, I'm not even home yet.
Well, Stone, that ain't stop you from joining the fucking call. Now did it, nigga? Shut up.
Who trying to do the one guy?
Why would you make this list? What prompted you?
It's funny.
Bush.
Yo, what up?
You gonna see this movie?
Yeah, I mean, I'll check it out. I mean, I'm not, I gotta see reviews first, man.
Can anybody watch the Nina Simone one?
Hell no, man.
Oh, hell no.
Matter of fact, let me pull up the trailer. Hold up. We gotta watch the trailer again.
Nah, this was trash.
I got a question. How did Nina Simone, man? And how did Zoe Saldana not get canceled for that?
She did. Hold up.
Oh, she did.
I got it right here. I got the trailer. He go Marcel. Hit the trailer.
I didn't see this. What is this?
He got a trailer, Marcel.
She was like, I can only play other people of color, so I'm gonna be green from now on.
Dang.
Oh, yeah, she was mad about it.
She's not allowed to be black in movies.
So yeah.
Come on. Nina Simone, pretty.
Play the trailer. Hit the trailer.
They could have found somebody else to play it. Like, that was fucking trash.
Black is the color of my truth.
Oh, man. She got that mud on her face, man.
Yeah,
who is Nina Simone?
I got MLK in this bitch.
You know who I am.
Oh, yellow.
Oh no.
Yeah. My mother used to listen to you.
Wait a minute. Is that Zoe Saldana?
I want you to come with me.
She in blackface.
I'll pay you $2,000 a month. In return, you take care of all my
Yes.
Plane leaves at 9 a.m. Ask your mama. Get some champagne and bring it upstairs.
I brought you some food and your
I
medication.
didn't ask for any of that.
Oh hell no! Oh hell!
Is that supposed to be like? Is David Oyelowo playing her husband? Because her husband lighter than that.
Nah, he's like her assistant or something.
Oh, assistant. Okay.
I don't know.
Bruh,
I don't know
her
what
husband was
was.
white.
Niggas not.
Was he white? Okay.
Black
Yeah.
is not okay.
What like?
What?
The crazy thing is this reached production. Like this became a real movie.
Right.
This is a
Like,
thing. This
In
is
2016. That was 3 years ago.
Which means
that shit had a trailer.
Everybody was like, this is a great idea.
Yeah, that look okay.
like imagine them putting the wig on Zoe Saldana and then painting her black.
Like, let me take a person of African descent and then make them darker. Like, oh my god.
Stupid.
Why not just use a
Don't
darker
make no
skinned
sense.
woman?
Here's my thing.
Exactly.
If she just,
here's the reason
like,
why
would have bodied this role.
Hold on. Here's the reason why they didn't do that, because there isn't any dark-skinned women of note in Hollywood right now. I mean, at that time.
Deny.
I'm not defending them. I'm just saying that's what their mindset was. They wanted somebody that was already critically acclaimed, somebody that was already popular and famous. That's the excuse.
This movie made $50.
but look, Hollywood.
They was in the red for this.
They don't believe that a black person can lead a film, man. They have to have star power. They don't.
Then what's the point of even making a movie about Nina Simone?
Well, they don't.
If they don't think that have enough star power.
It's the same reason Jennifer Hudson playing Aretha Franklin. She don't look nothing like Aretha.
Biopics cost almost no money to produce. They made this movie with $6,000 and a book of coupons. God damn it! And they still didn't make their money back, boy.
That wig looks fake as hell. Like, look at that. It don't look part of her.
Look, I mean, look. It don't matter if Zoe Saldana wanted to play the role or not. They should have told her ass no, because she don't look nothing like Nina Simone. So I mean,
right.
Like you could literally have chosen any other black actress in Hollywood.
Anybody.
I don't think this was before. This was before like Black Panther really.
You could have picked Viola Davis. She don't even really look like Nina Simone, but I would have took that.
Anybody.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Anybody.
And was Viola?
Whoopi.
Was Viola doing something at the time? Yeah, I don't.
I'd have been fine with Whoopi.
He was probably filming How to Get Away with Murder.
I think she was filming. She might have been doing Fences, man, because she did that on Broadway like 800 times.
You could have chose anybody.
You could have chose Candace Owens. You could chose Candace Owens.
You could choose Candace Owens. Anybody.
I mean, they probably would have taken care. They're like, "Oh, you popular. I see your numbers." They probably would have.
This is one of.
They could have got some old school like Loretta Devine type actress.
But I told you they mindset, man. They like, we need somebody popular. We don't care if that nigga can act. We just need that nigga to be popular. That's their mindset.
Here's my thing, right? Like even if you didn't know, like even if you didn't know blackface was a thing, right? Something has to be off about looking at this character. Like even if I had no historical or cultural background, I'd still be like, ew. Why they do that to her?
but like, don't they do like test screenings and test audiences? You tell me there wasn't one nigga in that audience? Like,
this dope.
That nigga was like, oh, Zoe Saldana, she fine, man. Let her play.
This is literally like, it don't, man. Like, you know how in a movie sometimes things be looking weird, but then like after like 30 minutes in, you don't even see it no more. Like Scanner Darkly or like just weird movies that do visual stuff. I don't think there's ever a point where I would get used to seeing Zoe Saldana in this. She looks like a brown crayon. She looks like
a crayon, man. Let's play some more. I think it get worse. I think the makeup look worse. You got like a prosthetic nose and shit.
Tell him to give me my money.
Look how fat.
She's out of shape.
That shit looks fake as fuck.
Want to go to the gym?
This movie racist.
No.
This movie's racist.
Why are you playing in front of 100 people and not 20,000?
I'm tired.
No one wants to see
What the
her play the way she is now.
I will make it.
Yes, you will. I need you to help me make this happen.
I'll try.
The music.
I want to hear about Nina's comeback.
This look like a parody movie.
She needs this.
I want to feel free.
Trash too.
You're astonishing.
This song kept us marching. Made me believe that we had a chance.
What is freedom to you?
I'll tell you what freedom means to me. No fear. If I can have that for half of my life, no fear, that's the only way that I can describe it.
Everyone thinks.
I say, yeah. I told. See how they do that. See how they shorten the name.
Like they really thought they was doing something with this fucking movie too.
What's crazy to me is like, there's okay. So hold on. There's a few things here. David Oyelowo, or whatever that man's name is.
Oyelowo.
He was in Red Tails. He was in Red Tails.
He was George Lucas racist. Matter of fact, let's pull that up. Hold on, Philly. No, we got
Red Tails. Hold on. Red Tails was terrible. I saw it. Okay. There's black people in this trailer. There was people acting along. How did they sell this to them? Did they say like, oh, we're gonna fix it in post? It's gonna look better in post. That's probably what they said.
Like
we're gonna throw some CG.
Every black actor probably sitting there like, I bet. All right, cool. I'm gonna get my check.
Right, they just doing it for the check.
Every black actor was filming his way. They was filming with their eyes closed.
It was gonna be a good movie.
Yo, this movie directed by George Lucas.
Psyched kind of gnade.
Wait, hold up. This ain't no fucking. What a trailer at? Hold up.
Literally
played MLK.
The only good part of this movie, and Red Tails, by the way, was the combat. The acting, they took every B-list black actor from the early 2000s, late 90s, and threw them in here, including Cuba Gooding.
Was this supposed to be about the Tuskegee Airmen?
Yeah.
Yes. And it's like, I think it's so dramatic. I think I might have been dreaming this. I think I might have been dreaming this, but I think there's a point in the movie where a German dude just flies up next to him and he's like, they're black. And like, I don't know if I dreamed that. I'm like, what are the odds?
Well, yeah, I mean that's kind of factual because they around that time America didn't let niggas like participate really in the war.
But like in a dog fight, you gonna say something like that? You so focused.
I mean, it was exaggerated, yeah.
Well, look alive. We want you to miss this war. We're giving hand-me-down.
Got that nigga Nate Parker in there, man. Bro,
They got us out here using planes to mop floors, fellas.
Get your head up, son. You're fighter pilots.
Oh, shit, people.
Military. Let's give those newspapers something to write about.
We've done every low-down, dirty job you've handed us. You have not assigned us a single forward mission.
You're just gonna have to suffer a failure.
We have a right to fight for our country.
Is that Michael B in this? Yo.
That was Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah, they got Michael B in here, though.
We have a right to fight for our country.
That's Michael B. Jordan.
They got nigga from Hamilton in here too, dog.
Every other American.
Leslie Odom.
So you shut us down, or you let us fly.
If I get you the mission, your men have got to come through.
We need to change the way we fight. I need pilots who will put the bombers ahead of themselves.
Can you help save lives?
At all costs, you protect the heavies. Fighters, full clock, stay with the bombers.
It's a trick flying only get you killed.
Or make me an ace.
Right like that.
8 German fighters or 80 still doesn't change what I think of you and your boys.
We don't care.
What the fuck?
We count our victories.
I forgot the actor name, man. I can't remember it now.
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, Bryan Cranston.
He just said, regardless of how you fly, doesn't change that I think you're a nigger.
Like, this movie, if you needed a reason to hate this movie, this man, the lead dude. Okay, wait a minute. There's so many things wrong in a movie that's supposed to be about African Americans. The cast is 99%. Like Tuskegee Airman is black, except the lead one who is African and which is not even a bad thing, except he does a terrible job of masking his African accent. And you can clearly, everybody's like, yeah, we doing it, yeah. He's like, we will win this war. I'm like, bro, this shit is so obviously African. Like, he can't, you know how Idris Elba can eliminate his British accent? This nigga has none of that talent, bro, at all, in the least bit, bro.
I mean, didn't he do? Was this before or after he did MLK, Selma?
This was before. This was much before.
Selma, okay.
Nah, man, Red Tails that had to have been before. Selma, right? He was in Selma.
Yeah, Selma.
This was before that.
Yeah.
This was before that shit. And then, funny enough, so there's a mission. He's like the wild ace that does crazy shit, right? He crash lands. I think he crash lands in like this field in Italy because they're flying over Italy, and he fucks this white woman. Like he dates this white woman. This black man lands in Italy and courts this Italian chick.
Look at what it's stuck on. Ain't that the picture right there of her?
Yeah, I think so, man. That's that in a movie that's supposed to be about black excellence. You got this man out here fucking white women.
I mean, it ain't. It's true, man.
It's true. It's true to life. He was telling no lies.
Yeah, man. What they didn't say is he joined the army to escape his baby mama. No. Oh shit! I bust my ass. That's instant karma, yo. That's instant karma. One of my ancestors was like, "Shut your ass up." Yeah, man.
The expectations placed upon you men are high. Heavenly Father, we ask that you send your angels down to surround us as we fly through the sky.
Through adversity, to the stars, from the last plane, to the last bullet, to the last minute, to the last man, we fight! We fight! We fight! We fight! We fight! We fight!
That shit look ass.
If y'all niggas enjoyed the trailer, just watch it over again. Don't look at the movie. You're gonna be sorely disappointed. They got a full-on African band to play an African American.
That was Red Tails, man. Check that shit out, dog.
Ain't nobody trying to watch that movie.
They might as well have got Digimon to fly that motherfucker, bro. That shit. I hated this movie, bro.
I think it was like a passion project for George Lucas.
You know, his black wife said, "Make that shit," and he did it. That's all that was. Wasn't no passion shit.
No, that nigga did Jar Jar. I would never told that nigga to make that. After I seen Jar Jar Binks, nah, nigga. Nah.
You don't get to touch black culture no more.
Annoying ass.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I mean that's. I think we talked about everything. I think we time to get out of here, dog.
We didn't finish the One Gotta Go, man.
We're not gonna finish that right now. Y'all want to waste time on that? It's like 1:42.
In all fairness, we should have had all the niggas here for that, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
It's not fair, man.
All right, we'll have all the niggas. We'll restart it.
Yeah, we'll restart it. Yeah. In other news, final thing.
Let's all pay our condolences.
I didn't talk about Cass, but Cass bomb, by the way. That shit. That shit
was
of course it did.
Yo, there's no.
No, go ahead.
Yo, this shit. That when you think though, like it bombed, but like how much money it must have took to make this thing.
Oh,
like
CGI.
that much. Yeah, all like the actors that they was paying Idris Elba, they was paying Taylor Swift, they was paying fucking Jennifer Hudson, they was paying the Magneto, the old Magneto.
That's what they about to lose like a couple, $100-200 million on this movie.
Good.
So they about
let
to be
them learn
out.
their lesson. Let them learn.
And they hoping that it make money overseas because that'll save it.
Good luck.
Because that's what save movies in Hollywood over the overseas market. So
this shit should have never been made.
It shouldn't have been made. It was booty. And Bush talking about, I can't wait to see this.
I know. Shit's so weird looking.
Man, look, I'm still gonna see
told
it,
you this
man.
shit was
I'm still
ass.
gonna look. I
No,
think
you're not.
people
No, you're
people
not.
hating
You gonna
on
pay
it.
for it?
I think people hating on it, man. I think the shit was accurate to the source material, and people didn't
You
fuck with
gonna
it
pay
because it
for it,
was
Bush?
weird, man. Hell no, I ain't paying for this shit, nigga.
Nah.
Nigga, when did I pay?
Man, we told you this shit was weird from jump.
I like that it look weird, man.
Alright, then.
That's what I fuck with about it.
Doing some weird shit.
Bush gonna watch it and be like, yeah, man, that shit was terrible.
Nah, man.
That shit's fucking terrible, Bush.
Look, man. Yeah, see, man. We always talk about them not introducing new black actresses in movies and shit. You know, I mean, we finally get a movie
This
with an
was
actress.
not the movie. This was not the role.
This was not it.
An up and coming.
This is not a look to
black
her.
star.
She's
and,
a fucking cat the whole time. We always talk about how they try to make black people other things in movies. She's literally a fucking cat.
That's true. I mean, she could dance. I think that's why she was casted. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for the show. I was gonna talk about Soul again, because we kind of talked about Soul, that Pixar movie, that black Pixar movie coming out. I'm waiting for the
movie?
This is black Pixar movie called Soul, and it's like, yeah, Pixar finally did a black movie, though. Let me show you the trailer.
Bush, you haven't reported a damn thing in the past 45 seconds. You just said the same sentence 3 times. He was like, there's a Pixar movie named Soul. It's a black movie. It's a black movie made by Pixar named Soul. So what the fuck? Like, somebody run the tape back, bro. This man said the same thing 3 times.
I'm on autoplay, man. Look, I was trying to pull up the trailer for Marcia. Here's the trailer, Marcia. All right, final trailer.
Take away from that, Pixar make it a movie.
So, Bush, what's the movie about?
It's black.
That's how you know a nigga too old, dog. When them niggas get seen out, they just get stuck on a loop.
How the fuck, man?
Pixar. It's a black movie named Soul.
I mean, y'all enjoying this shit way too much. Here's a trailer.
We only have a short time on this planet. You want to become the person that you were born to be? Don't waste your time on all the junk of life.
You fired, kid. Why the fuck? Yo.
I was dead ass.
Yo,
What's up, senile?
What is it about?
This nigga senile.
I ain't gonna let this nigga call me senile. We damn near the same age. We probably the same age. How the fuck?
Bush, you want to prove it? Just say your damn age, bro. Like, you be afraid to say that shit.
Look,
you're not even old. Like, look, Bush, if you leave it up to interpretation, niggas gonna think you 45, bro. You might as well just put it out there so they can stop,
it's
with
fine,
these theories.
man. The damage has been done, man. It's fine.
Yo, something wrong with Keith, bro. He gotta be sleepy.
I'm good.
It's that weed, man.
Spend your precious hours doing what will bring out the real you.
Nah, not that boat.
The brilliant, passionate you. That's ready to contribute something meaningful into this world. I got the gig. I really need a haircut today, man. Can you fit me in? Whoa, sorry.
Don't tell me they're gonna teleport to a different world.
What the? Hello? So what do you want to be remembered for?
Probably for doing this funny cowboy dance.
Great.
That's a Pixar movie, man.
Bruh, wait, this movie went from being a black fucking turned into a Sprite?
That's what we kind of talked about last time, yeah. He got turned into a different thing, yeah. And he probably gonna spend the whole movie that different thing, so.
Because he died.
Yeah, he's dead.
He died?
Yeah, he's a soul. That was a soul. He's a soul. Yeah. That's what. Get the title, soul, soul. Like, yeah. Get it.
So the nigga died in the movie. Like, is he gonna come back?
I don't. Maybe.
How do you come back from the dead?
Maybe that's the story, man. Him trying to come back. Yeah.
Well, that movie's about to be ass.
From the looks of it, ain't gonna be no sequel if that nigga dead.
That nigga dead.
Facts.
But yeah, that is the show.
Hey yo, I got a question, man. I never watched Toy Story like that. Was there any black toys?
Nope.
No.
Damn.
That was nope.
No.
Hey, Mr. Potato Head brown skin. Mr. Miss Potato Head. They melanated, so I guess
but they white.
But they Jewish. No, they Jewish.
On the inside.
They Jewish.
White on the inside, brown on the outside.
Was there a black toy? Was there a black Barbie?
No, the Barbie in the last one wasn't.
No. In Toy Story 2, when they were in the toy store, there was a black Barbie.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a black toy. Okay, that bitch had no screen time, so I mean.
Black people get cameos.
Yes, yeah, I think yeah, that wasn't a black toy. Yeah, and at the end of that movie, the black girl, it was a black girl that was crying, and they gave her a white doll.
She a little black baby.
So yeah.
It's the agenda.
So I was like, okay. I mean, the movie was clever, man. But you know, Disney got its blind spots. Racism. They do this women empowerment shit, but when it come to racism, them niggas they blind as fuck, man.
Those niggas don't give a fuck.
They don't know shit. So yeah.
That shit funny.
And I think the whole movie was about giving women a voice. Like literally, like they gave the toy, the doll was looking for a voice. Yeah, I don't know. I remember that. A lot of shit in that. Yeah. So.
You know how I know that? You know how I know that shit? Cause you and fucking Mo did a review of that damn movie, and it was literally just like a word for word, like synopsis of the movie. Like y'all review of the movie was exactly the same length as the movie.
Well, the Toy Story review.
Yeah, the Toy Story is the worst review I've ever watched in my life. Shit was terrible, bro.
Yeah, that shit
They
was
literally
long,
just
yeah.
went through what happened in the shit. Like,
I don't know why we did that
I saw
shit.
them niggas in the Discord. Bro. I took a nap, woke up, them niggas were still in there 2 hours later. Wow.
I was like, I joined the call. I was like, what the fuck is these niggas doing?
And didn't Mo make up a whole storyline in the movie that shit did?
Yeah, that never happened. Nigga was remembering this shit all wrong. That is by far the worst review I've ever seen, bro.
Yo, that shit ain't get no views, man. That was the lowest view count of any video. It's probably because of the length of it.
Do we still got the shit up, man? Take that shit down, bro. That shit is embarrassing. Why did y'all keep doing that, man?
Yo, I mean,
shot by shot analysis and shit like that. Come on, bro.
And that'd be. I told Mo to take the lead, and that nigga just did this story word.
Went off on a tangent.
And nigga told the whole story. Like,
I just went along with it. I was like, yeah, this happened right here. Like, we just basically told the whole movie to niggas. Dog. It was supposed to be a spoiler review, but we wanted to like.
Y'all niggas spoiled everything. From beginning to end, bro.
And I edited that shit. Is edited down too.
That shit's edited. That's the edited version. Imagine that. That's the edited version.
That shit an hour 30 minutes. Edited down.
Put the full one on the Patreon, nigga. Put the full one on the Patreon.
Yeah, put the full one on the Patreon.
Bonus content.
Damn, Bush, man. Like, I got some stuff in the crates, bro. You know I still got it.
Okay, what you talking about?
Yeah, I'm talking. I got that old throwback, the Nightcats.
The Nightcats.
Fuck, you know about the Nightcats? Remember?
I don't want that shit, man.
The essence, no, man. When we first talk about who the boy in Ferguson, Brown, Mike Jones.
Oh,
Mike Jones got shot.
Oh no,
bro, we really like, yo, Keith.
Yeah.
We did me, Bush, and a now defunct member of the podcast by the name of Troy. We did a we is that accurate? Is that an accurate use of the word defunct? Hold up a sec.
that sound like he dead or something, nigga.
Defunct.
Yeah,
No longer existing. No longer existing or functioning. There we go. I'll use it correctly.
He's still alive, man.
Well, not in the terms of this
In
podcast.
the realm of the stream, he don't exist.
Right, he dead to us. Dead. I heard he put on pounds, bro. Like pounds. That's a whole side story. Anyway, this week talked about Mike Brown and Bush. We was reporting it, and Bush thought Ferguson was the nigga. He thought Ferguson was the name of the dude and not the country. She was like, Ferguson got shot 19 times or some shit like that. And then we roasted that nigga about it, man. And then we proceeded to be very disrespectful to all parties involved. And it was so. And this was, you gotta remember, this is like four. Go ahead.
Yo, this was when I took a break from politics. I wasn't looking at nothing, so I didn't know anything about this story. So I thought the nigga name was Ferguson. So this was me just getting back into.
And this, keep in mind, this was like a solid 5-6 months after Trayvon.
Yeah.
So the block was hot. We couldn't have uploaded that shit. That whole Black Lives Matter was in full effect.
Yeah, I was out of it. Yeah.
We could do it now, but I'm gonna shoot you the link, Bush. I'm gonna shoot you the link for that. That's going behind the paywall.
I don't want that shit, man.
Come on, man. This shit been collecting dust on my Google Drive for like 8 years,
one
nigga.
nigga keep going to every video and asking for Wooshi finding the motherfucker.
That's crazy. Go ahead.
One nigga going to every video and doing what?
Asking for Wooshi.
Every single video. Every single video. Wooshi.
Wait, hold up. We gotta do one Wooshi. And then Keith can participate, man.
Y'all niggas didn't, back when we were doing this shit, y'all niggas didn't want to do it. When we tried to get everybody together, niggas like, man, I'm tired of this shit, man. One niggas got mad because
that's because Wooshi's took a lot out of you, man. Wooshi wasn't like
took a lot out of you.
Yeah.
You know what you was doing.
Hold on.
Roasting women and shit.
Bush, I got the first ever episode of Nightcast, bro, in my shit, man.
Man, our mic sound like ass. I don't want that shit.
And then I got a call where Matt
some
said
of y'all
his girl
niggas' mics still sound like ass.
I got a call where Matt said that his girl fucked him. He was like, yo, man, I was fucking my girl. Matter of fact, she was fucking me. I was like, yo. He said it just like that. I'm gonna give y'all niggas the link to the Ferguson joint, yo.
This nigga donated $10.
$10?
Who?
Yeah, just to say Wooshi, man.
Who said? Oh, wait, hold up. Why?
Subscribe to the Patreon. Every $10 subscription gets a flask of Keith bath water.
No, the fuck they don't.
Come on, man. He was trying to get paid out here, yo.
They get a bottle of Philly ball sweat. That's what they get.
A bottle? God damn.
This nigga producing a bottle of ball.
What do you think my ball? I
mean, you've been watching 6 hours of JV, so.
I got a little squeegee.
Produce one bottle of ball sweat.
I got a little squeegee for my balls.
These niggas
can't
really
do that in one
want
second.
Wooshi back, man. God damn.
Let me see. Can I add this file? We could bring it back for one joint, man. Here it is. Here's the Ferguson joint. Bush, play the shit on stream, dog. Play the motherfucker on stream, Bush.
What is this?
Shit's a classic.
Oh, okay. Let me get up. I'm about to fall asleep. All right.
Play the goddamn motherfucker.
Yeah, I play.
It's a classic, nigga.
Ferguson shit down there.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about this Ferguson shit, man. Bush, you start this shit. Classic.
All right, Ferguson, he got shot 800 times by a cop.
What?
How many times he got shot?
Ferguson is the name of the city, man.
Yeah.
Or the town or whatever.
It was Mike Brown. Hold up, Mike Brown. He got gunned down. Oh no,
Troy, who?
Everybody can hear this shit. So
Mike Brown.
Oh, y'all can't hear it? Okay.
This is bad.
Oh, you can't hear it? Can you hear it, Stone?
I'm pretty sure I can if I pull up.
Oh, let me see if the stream is hearing it. He said put it in the comments. Let me play it again. See if y'all should be able to hear it.
You talking about this Ferguson shit?
Yeah, they can hear it. Yeah, can hear it.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about this Ferguson shit. Man, Bush, you start this shit off, man.
All right, Ferguson, he got shot 800 times by a cop.
What?
How many times he got shot?
He said Bush still ain't changed. Always reporting fake news.
Yeah.
Or the town or whatever.
It was Mike Brown. Hold up, Mike Brown.
Look,
he got gunned down. Oh no,
Troy, who?
Mike Brown.
Mike Brown.
Look, I don't watch the news. I thought Ferguson was the person, man. I'm sorry.
Bush is stupid as shit, dog. Stupid as shit, man.
Troy got shot 800 times, man.
Mike Brown got they 50 cented that nigga.
What's that? Ferguson got shot 800 times.
He got shot 9 times.
Yeah, he got hit, but he ain't fucking breathing.
Oh,
no.
Combo.
What the fuck?
Yo, did y'all peep that?
This is a horrible idea.
That nigga, that 50 Cent line killed me, dog. That shit. I said he nigga got shot 9 times. Nigga said he got hit like he got hit when he ain't fucking breathing.
He ain't fucking breathing.
That
That's
nigga quoted
over.
many men.
It's the golden days of the podcast, man.
Oh no. Oh. We did another video like that with the with the other shooting, man. Yeah, that's why we don't do serious topics. Man. We don't. Yeah, it don't work.
Yeah,
well.
we don't do that shit no more, bro. That shit. Oh my gosh, man.
That was trash.
You ain't never. You know some shit, Keek. You know we some scumbags, but you know how fucking offensive some shit gotta be. Or even at the end of it, we gotta say, "Yo, we can't upload this shit." Like, it was bad.
Y'all niggas ain't shit.
Never have been, never will be.
Oh man.
At least you know.
They like the other video. The other video's still up, man. That shit ain't got no dislikes, dog.
What you talking about? The one where they used the robot to blow that nigga up?
Yeah, that we talked about.
That's a classic, bro. That's the best. Yeah. That's the best video. The Orlando Castile joint. Oh man,
yeah.
That is the most it's the funniest podcast I've ever recorded, bro. Shit. I think it was just me and Bush.
Yeah.
I should show y'all niggas. All y'all niggas dead weight.
When it's just you and him, it's the worst shit.
Yeah, with nobody to check
Y'all
us,
be saying the worst shit.
These niggas just be playing off each other, man. We ain't got nobody to check us.
He said, "Y'all,
be
you
going.
gotta start reading, man. What the fuck you talking about reading?"
Don't say that to Bush. Bush gonna get mad. You fucking read the fuck.
Yo, I remember the motto for the first like year of the podcast was, "I'm gonna get these jokes off." Like, fuck it, it doesn't matter what the topic was. Like, ain't nothing finna stop me from getting these jokes off. Shit was crazy, man.
Yeah, yeah. But
Shit was just shock humor.
That was it was. That's all it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still. I mean, some niggas still do that shit. Epic and Morgan.
Yeah.
Epic believe that though.
Oh yeah, Epic actually believes shit he said.
Actually, everything he said.
That's what make that nigga dangerous, man. Tell you, he was one of them niggas that rolled up in that man's crib and killed them Jewish people, dog. He was
chill, yo. Saying that shit.
That nigga wasn't on the boat, man. He was in Brooklyn, dog.
We need to get Troy back here, man. Like, I told that nigga I'd pay him to show up. He still ain't show up, dog. I wasn't gonna pay him anyway, but like, fuck it. That's one.
You lied to that nigga, Philly.
That nigga Troy worse than you was showing up and shit.
Who, me?
That nigga Troy worse than That nigga gonna show up for shit.
Me?
Also, he worse than you for not showing up for shit.
Oh, what the fuck you mean? I done been on more. The only person that I'm the second most present podcaster in the history of this podcast, bro. I don't want to hear that shit. Push in
Philly,
the
you show up and
podcast.
then you leave.
Look, man.
Push in the goddamn podcast.
Come back.
I'm wondering why this shit going on for so fucking long.
Niggas just lingering and
I
shit.
just let that shit. I just let
Turn
it.
the motherfucker off.
I just let it sit, man. You're right. You're right.
Just play some ambient music.
Let's sign out.